What's up, everyone? We are going live, episode 132, as we will be talking about Boba Fett, Morbius, Stranger Things, Eternals, Garfield, and WWWTCS.
Trip the
There you
view
go.
TCS. Shh.
Starting right now.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilmen. This will be the 132nd episode. I almost forgot how to do the intro there. But yeah, today there will be the four of us as usual: Albert, Kelvin, Ariq, and Teguh, who is in Mexico.
Mexico.
No,
Well, I'm
he's
with Ariq as
not.
well.
Well, it looks like Ariq is in Jamaica. So
I'm in Jamaica, man, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm so high.
but yeah,
It's not even 420.
what?
Did you just say Albert? Shut up.
Alright, so yeah, today seems like people like the Trip WTCS that we did.
Nobody, Kelvin, nobody calls it Trip W. Just let you know.
What
Well,
do
I'm
we
calling
call
it Trip
We never,
W.
we never figure out the segment.
Oh, well,
Alright,
we
fine,
did. They
fine.
called
Here.
it Weekly Watches with the Councilman Show.
So WWWTCS.
Yeah, Triple WTCS.
Yes, except I like calling it Weekly Watches with the
No,
Councilman.
Trip WTCS.
Oh, we're calling it Weekly Watches with the Councilman. It's a lot longer.
Trip Dub TCS.
Anyone
I forgot
says
the U.
Trip Dub, I'll ban them from the stream.
Ping ban.
Can we just call it the Watchies?
The watches.
Or for short, the Watches.
Uh,
Um,
You call it Trip Dub, and this guy will haunt you forever.
yes, please.
Who's that? Doesn't look familiar.
That's
I was not
Teguh.
focusing. It's Teguh.
I was pretending.
Is young-
I was
is
pretending-
young
I was
left
pretending
Teguh.
to not know it was Teguh. It's clearly.
Alright, so yeah, seems everyone likes that format, and Teguh wasn't a part of it last time, so he can be part of it
Yay.
now. So yeah, we'll be
No.
doing that at the start. We are going to be talking about some news afterward. Quite a lot of trailer drop, I think. Stranger Things, Morbius, Book of Boba Fett, and we're going to also talk about the Chris Pratt as Garfield. And last but not least, Eternal spoiler review, where I don't think Abik will be joining. Yeah, because only Albert, Teguh, and I has watched the Eternals. So yeah, spoiler review for that one. So yeah,
So yeah,
since
since we got a lot, let's just jump into it.
Fat Love Movie says, let's start the World Wide Web Tackles Councilman show.
What does that
Yep.
even mean?
Welcome to Weekly Watches with the. There's so many W's.
The weekly watchies.
Welcome back to the Weekly Watches with the Councilman Show, otherwise known as the Watchies.
Watchies.
Alright, yeah, the watchies.
Loki, the watchies sounds like a disease you can catch from watching us.
It's like, oh, he got a cooties. Oh no, he got a Watchies.
Hey man, at least they got something after watching us.
That is very uncomfortable.
Alright. So I don't know. Albert, why don't you start first, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start. I didn't watch a lot of new movies. The only new one really this week was Eternals, but I did a lot of rewatches.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring up. Ooh, should I bring up?
Well, what are
something
the
that we-
rewatches you watch first? What are the
Oh,
rewatches?
You want me to just mention all of them?
Is it
How
like
many
a
movies
lot?
Is it
A
in
lot?
total?
I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight new films since last week.
So this
Oh, you
week
know
you
what?
watch 8
Never mind.
movies.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna bring up the rewatches. I forgot that I watched something new right after the show wrap last week.
All right,
Um,
all right.
So I'll just bring it up. I watched a French Dispatch in theaters, the Wes Anderson film.
All right,
Oh,
yeah,
So
yeah. How was it?
I'm not gonna go to spoiler territory, but it is super Wes Anderson in terms of the visual style and the cast and everything.
It has to be right.
Uh,
It's Wes Anderson movie.
yeah, it's like the most you could possibly think of in terms of style. Bless you. Although this is not my favorite Wes Anderson film. Spoiler, but not really. This film is like an anthology series. There is like several stories inside one film.
Mhm.
So they're like telling multiple stories. And some of the stories are very engaging and very fun. And I just find some of them to be very boring. So it's like I'm like mixed about it. Like when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about this story. Can we just move on? So
Would you
yeah.
would you say, because like I've read like some reviews saying that, what's the name? The French Dispatch is like boring AF kind of thing.
I wouldn't say it's
Like-
boring AF.
It's not boring
Um,
AF for you.
No, there are some of the stories I think is really fun, but some of them is just like less fun and feels like it's dragging a little bit.
Mm.
And maybe it's because in the beginning of the film they directly let you know that this is multiple stories. So maybe
Okay.
in my head I was like, okay, so when are we gonna get to the next one? So I'm like waiting, constantly waiting to see what happened to the next one. It's like I'm pretty fine with this story. I'm like, I want to see what's next. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll just say the first main story is my favorite. Once you get
The
to it.
first main story.
It's the one. I don't. Should I say
What?
which actor is in that story?
Wait here. From all the anthologies, is it like one of those where it's anthology, and then like at the end it all like wraps up together? You know those kinds.
So the film is about a newspaper company writing stories, like they're
Yeah.
recapping their best stories, kind of thing.
Ah,
So they're like telling. It starts in the newspaper company, and then they recall some of their best stories
okay.
that they've written, and then at the end of the film, they come back to the newspaper company.
Oh,
So it's
So
like
it's-
that.
so it's just them kind of like, remember that one time we wrote this? Then like,
Something
dream.
like that.
oh, that
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not so hype about it anymore now. God damn it! Who has the French Dispatch? Is it me?
I think you did.
I thought it wasn't.
Was it
That
me?
was
Who-
Albert.
It's
who
you.
has
It's
it?
you.
Oh,
It's
it
you.
is you.
God damn it!
It is you.
God damn it!
No, you've only ever seen Life Aquatic, right?
No. I've watched
You've seen all of
Mr. Fantastic Fox, Mr. that one.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Mr. Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Mr. Fox, Life Aquatic. The
Yeah,
one where they
we
went
watched.
to India. What was it?
The Jerling Unlimited. The Jerling
Yeah,
Limited.
Jarling.
It's
yeah,
better
that one.
than Jerling Limited. That one's the worst
Okay.
one. In my opinion.
I watch
It's
Isle
not
of the
bad, but it's
Dogs.
the least good.
I watch Isle of the Dogs.
I love dogs.
What other movies are there from him? Anderson movies.
Budapest, isn't it?
I'm not sure how much
Oh.
Ariq and Teguh have seen, but
Budapest.
like again, this
Yeah.
film.
Oh,
if
Budapest
it's-
and Moonrise Kingdom. There you go.
Yeah, okay, so you've seen pretty much most of them, almost as much as I
That's
did.
pretty much all the famous ones, right?
Well, I think you're only missing Rushmore and Bottle Rocket, right?
Yeah, it's hard finding those.
Yeah. I've never seen Bottle Rocket. I've seen the rest, but I think you might feel the same way as me. I don't know. Some people that have seen it, some of my friends really liked it. This
Okay.
one just wasn't for me. I think if this is the first time you watch a Wes Anderson film, this is probably not the best introduction to it.
Mm.
Because again, the story is not as fun, and
Yeah,
it's just all style. And if you've never been exposed to his style, you'll just be like, "This is so pretentious. What is this shit?" You know?
yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Well, what do you think will be like the if you want to introduce someone to Wes Anderson though? Hmm.
Honestly, the
Yeah.
Royal Tenenbaums, maybe, or even Moonrise
Oh.
Kingdom.
I haven't watched those, so I haven't watched the Royal Tenenbaum, so I wouldn't know.
Not
Moonrise Kingdom.
Life Aquatic.
No,
That's the
Life
first one I
Aquatic-
watched with you guys. That's the first
Did you
time
like
Wes
it?
Anderson.
Oh,
Do you
is that the
like- do you
first
like
one?
the
Did you
style?
like it?
I did.
You like the style?
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah,
interesting
alright.
style, and it was like
See,
just
my
generally fun.
first Wes Anderson film was The Jeerling Unlimited, and that's
Really.
people say that's his worst one, even though it's still like as in terms of film standards, it's still good, but in terms
Yeah.
of his films, it's like the worst one. But I still like I was fascinated with that style, so that's why I seek out his films. So yeah,
I think my first one is Fantastic Mr. Fox. Yeah.
that's a good
Just
one to start.
I mean, like again, I like you guys know I like stop motion stuff, so I saw them. Interesting.
I think my
Yeah.
first and maybe my only this I can think of is
Isle
Isle
of
of
the Dogs.
Dogs. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
like it?
Yeah, not it was okay. I didn't hate it. It was okay.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
curious to see what your take is on the live action Wes Anderson film because it's definitely
It's different.
as much as the style is there, it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Also, I thought just one last thing about French Dispatch. I thought most of I mean, obviously, lots of the returning actors the recurring actors is always there, right? Tilda Swinton's really good at this. Tilda Swinton, Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, blah blah blah. Everyone, the returning people are great. You also have a lot of new people in this one. Most of them are good. The only one, and apparently I'm the only one who doesn't like this guy here. Everyone else I've talked to already like this guy here. Timothy
Okay.
Chalamet,
Oh.
who's also in Dune.
Yeah.
He has a big month. I don't think he fits into the Wes Anderson universe because of he's more expressive than the usual Wes Anderson caricature. But some
Mm.
people say that you sort of need that for the Wes Anderson film, like one person that stand out. And I'm like, sure, but I just don't think he fits. But that's just me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, in the chat, if you guys have watched the French Dispatch, go ahead and chime in on your thoughts on the French Dispatch or Wes Anderson in general, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So who's next?
What's next? Ariq, you want to go next or Teguh?
The only thing
Actually,
I
didn't
watched was the one with you guys, so we could probably
Okay.
save that for later.
Oh, we can save that for
Alright.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
Teguh.
watch one.
Oh,
I
Ariq.
did watch. No, Teguh didn't watch any other movie apart
Oh,
from
right,
Yeah,
Ariq.
the three of
I
us.
only
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Alright, so I did watch two movies. We'll discuss the second one later because all three of us watched it.
Yeah, yeah.
But the movie I watched by myself is a 2019 film on Netflix called The King, also
The
starring
King.
Timothy. What's his name? Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Chalamet.
Oh.
Yeah, so I remember hearing this movie a long time ago and on a YouTube video, and I was like
Yeah.
curious, because it was recommended, so I just watched it, and it was actually a really good movie. I don't know, like I'm not the best at like ranking these things, like oh look the acting is great and all that, but I
Yeah.
genuinely believe that the acting in this movie is like top notch, like brilliantly superb.
What's the movie about?
It's about the King of England, Henry
It's
V.
Henry V.
Like basically he becomes a king and he tries to do his best as the king's duties, and
Oh, Pattinson
long,
is in it.
long story short they ended up in a war with France, and
The French
And
Dispatch.
no Robert Pattinson was the main bad guy in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Does he play a British person as well?
No, he plays a
Is it
French.
Scottish? Oh, French.
Oh, his
No,
name is
French.
the Dolphin. The Dolphin.
Dolphin. No,
Yeah.
I think Dolphin means like prince in France or something, but he's basically the prince of France. So
okay.
so basically the story is it's pretty standard. It's not like the best, most captivating one, but the acting is amazing. And what I do like, and there were plenty of no, not plenty. There were some action in it, but the action
Mhm.
is the most grounded, most realistic fight. I think portrayed like the most realistic portrayal of medieval combat. There's no one, having Witcher senses and swinging their swords all over the place. It's actually like really brutal, kind of deal. So
Okay.
I actually like
Ah.
that aspect. I actually would recommend this film to like a Teguh because it's like like war
Medieval
related
times.
shit.
I was
Yeah,
listening to it right now. It sounds right up my alley. So
yeah,
Yeah.
it's war related everything. Yeah, and I don't know why, but like, cause it's Timothy Chalamet, right?
Yeah.
I keep like comparing the character to Dune, Paul, was it
Yeah,
Atreides?
Paul.
That's his
Yeah.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Henry V is like it's like Paul Atreides if he was written well. That's
Lamau.
my opinion. 'Cause,
Ooh.
like it's just like he has a better
Shots
character.
fired.
It's more engaging. You mean like
Yeah, it's more
you root for
engaging,
him
yeah.
more? Yeah,
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 you
yeah.
root for him more. Yeah, because the thing is, he's kind of like the whole premise is that he doesn't want to be a king. He's like he doesn't give a fuck about his father like legacy
Yeah, yeah,
whatever. But then his brother died. His brother was ito, by the way, Bert, the one of the Lannister kids. Forgot her name.
I'm
the Bert's
looking at it now. Dean Charles Chapman. He plays
Yeah.
Tommen, right?
Yeah, Tommen, yeah. So
He's also the
So,
kid
yeah,
from
like-
1917.
yeah, so basically like he became a king because, well, it was
Neat.
passed down to him anyway.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good watch, honestly. That one.
Mm-hmm.
It is. But it is mostly dialogue and stuff, so it's not as action packed as
Fine by me.
because I'm
When the-
recommending this movie,
it's a
right?
slow
And you
burn,
would think like, oh look, it should be lots of action because Ariq is watching it, but it's not.
Man, like you did say
not
the
necessarily
action
this
was
one.
when there are action, it was great. You said, right?
It's
Oh, yeah, it's a-
apparently it's based on a combination of several Shakespeare plays. That's why we did
Oh,
that.
what? Really?
Oh.
It's based
they don't
on
talk
several plays from William Shakespeare's Henriette. Henriette? I don't know how to say it.
Did they say
oh,
what
wait,
you
yeah.
ate?
What you egg? Oh wait, but yeah, I just realized. Yeah, look, if Kelvin were to watch it, it will expand his vocabulary because they use,
What you
some
ate?
old English. No, they use like old English.
Does
I
the
don't know.
mother know you
Well, not
were
old
her
English, like
drapes?
some old grammar words.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I recommend
none of
this-
you have seen this, right? I'm
I
guessing.
don't think so.
Yeah.
You guess I've heard of it.
I've only all I know about this is that Timothy Chalamet, when he got casted, he got very scared because he's an American dude playing a British king, and he's afraid of what the British people might do to him if he misportray the character. But yeah, that's all I know. about
Oh
this
no,
one.
he definitely didn't. No, that was good. Actually, I don't know what Henry V is like, so.
I don't think anyone living knows what a is like.
But yeah, no, I recommend this film mostly to
Alright.
Teguh though, because it's up his alley.
Okay. Okay. Is that all? From
It's all that I
about the
watched
thing?
apart from the other
Alright.
one.
Alright. Let's go to the chat first, I guess. Star Mission 33 say the franchise patch is not playing here yet. Alright, it's a limited release. It
Yeah.
seems like, is it?
I think it should be wide release around starting this week. I think because I know some of my friends back in Purdue. It's still not in the theaters near there. They have to go to Indianapolis to see it. So, but I think it should be
Oh.
wide release starting this week.
Yeah, alright. I don't think it's coming to Japan then. Or maybe it will come, but like very late.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably very
Uh,
late.
Vetovi says, I saw it, I really liked it, but I understand your reasoning for why you don't like the franchise patch. Yeah.
I feel like
I
I'm in the
thought
minority.
Chalamet is really good in franchise patch. Yeah. And Benicio del Toro and his story is my favorite.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but I agree with that. Benicio del Toro is also my favorite in terms of his story, but I didn't want to spoil anything. But yeah, his story is the best.
Who's Benicio del Toro? Did he?
You know him in the MCU as the Collector.
Yeah, him.
He's in
Okay.
Sicario. He's a Collector in Guardians.
Him. Alright.
Mhm.
Damn,
You wouldn't
Teguh,
think
where are you
you wouldn't,
driving
you
off
wouldn't
to?
think he fits in a Wes Anderson film. He's really good at it.
I mean, like, I don't really remember how he looks like without his collector look, or when he is in the Pacific.
Sicario,
Wait, no.
his face in Sicario.
Yeah, I haven't
He always
watched
looks.
Sicario.
For me, he always looks tired. Oh, Google his face.
If you guys have never seen a young Benicio del Toro, watch License to Kill, the James Bond
Oh.
film. I didn't even realize it was him. I was like, this guy looks so familiar. I feel like I've seen him, or maybe I'm just racist. I don't know what this is, but he looks so familiar. And then as soon as the credits roll, I'm like, Benicio del Toro. That's Benicio del Toro. That makes so much sense. It's like his eyes. I can tell from his eyes.
Yeah, I just Google his young self. I'm like, damn. Okay, that's really different.
But like
he
his
he
eyes
do
is
got
the
the
one that's
tired
giving it away,
eyes.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, he
it's
got
like
the
I'm like,
tired
I've
eyes.
seen this. I've seen this person before, but I don't know who this is until the credits
Damn.
roll.
Yeah, he does look good. Yeah.
Right? He got the tired eyes, man.
He has the same eyes, yeah, but everything else is like
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Alright. So for me, I watch Eternals, and then yeah, the movie with Teguh and Ariq. But the one that I watch alone is apparently it's a Martin Scorsese movie. I didn't even realize.
Ooh,
I watched Hugo finally. I'm
nice.
pretty sure you guys have watched that, right?
Oh, I know
I
what
No?
haven't
it
seen
is,
you
but I
go.
haven't watched it.
No, I swear to God. Before that, I thought Hugo was a Tim Burton movie.
Cause of the Christmas or what? Because of
No,
what?
no, just I mean, I never saw the trailer or anything. I just saw like the thumbnail
The
on
poster.
Netflix, the poster, and
Okay.
everything. I'm like, it kind of gives off like a live action Tim Burton vibey, I guess. You know, especially with the automaton being there as well. I'm like, maybe. I just watched it. And I was
Mhm.
like, directed by Martin Scorsese. What? I've been
Huh.
bamboozled. But yeah. Uh, wait, you guys haven't
Oh.
watched Hugo? Haven't watched Hugo yet?
Nah.
Or at least I don't remember it, because this
Nah.
thing came out when I was still in Scotland, is it? Actually, no, just
When did this
after.
came out?
2011,
2011.
2011?
maybe.
2011, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
2011. Yeah,
I just got back from Scotland, and no, I haven't watched it.
it's a good movie. It's a great movie. Yeah, I liked it. It's heartfelt, I guess. Yeah, after you watch it, you feel good. uh, yeah.
There's a lot of famous people in it. Holy shit.
Yeah. The cast is great. There is
Mhm.
a, a
Asa
how's
Butterfield.
Asa
Butter,
Butterfield. Yeah, the guy that never
butter.
aged. But this time he
The
actually.
kid never age.
Yeah, I mean, look at his face. Dude, him in what's his name? Hugo and him now? No difference. The only difference is that they stretch him out. That's it. That's the only difference. Man, look at him.
Sure.
Yeah. And yeah, there's Chloe Grace Moretz and Ben Kingsley, or what's his name
The
in
Mandarin.
MCU?
The
Yeah,
Trevor
the
Mandarin.
Mandarin.
The fake.
Slattery.
Trevor
Trevor, there you
Slattery.
go.
Trevor.
Yeah. Trevor, yeah, and there's also Sasha Baron Cohen. That was yeah. The acting's great, and then this is still young Asa Butterfield and Chloe Grace Moretz. Yeah, the acting's great. Story is great. It is more of a very what's that name? Kind of like how Once Upon a Time is like considered like a love letter to like movies in general, something like that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is along those lines as well. This is basically talking about like, oh yeah, how the very first no motion film is like, oh, it's magical, and then like talking about the director that kind of like use special effects in the olden days, I guess.
Oh,
How
so
how it
that's what this film is about.
yeah how it changes. How it's like a dream come true, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. As the yeah. So yeah, definitely a good watch. Um, I would recommend it for sure. Yeah, and it's a Martin Scorsese movie that got acceptable runtime, 2 hours.
Acceptable runtime.
I'll say this though about Martin Scorsese films. I've seen a few, and most of them are long. But he's really good with pacing. For the most case, he's really good with pacing, and like it
Yeah,
doesn't feel as long as most of his films.
yeah, I agree. Like the
Except for
two
The Irishman. The Irishman feels like it's forever. That's the only exception.
really. I still haven't watched that. It's like Hugo. It's 2 hours, but it doesn't feel like 2 hours. Yeah, the drama is great, acting's great. So yeah, not sure what else to say about it. For yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just
Shall check it
really
out.
recommend it. Yeah, you guys should check it out. Yeah, for sure. Uh, then what? Wait, what's this? To the in the chat, Star Machine said The King sounds like it has the vibes of The Last Duel. That film is good. Top 10 of year for me.
I
Okay.
haven't
We
watched
have
the
The Last
last
Duel
duel.
top 10? We haven't
I
watched The Last Duel except
It's
Albert.
it's in my top 10, and yeah, when you were saying it, I was like, yeah, the slow grind and the gritty action kind of thing, sort of like, yeah, I can see that.
Oh, okay then.
But the last duel is
Interesting.
probably more drama than action, maybe. I don't know what. Again, I've never seen The King, but last duel definitely more drama heavy.
Alright, alright. Yeah, some should say never saw The King though. And then Hugo's great. Yeah, Hugo is great. And what's this? Fat Love movie says never saw The King. Have seen Hugo. Good film. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that Albert haven't watched Hugo. Honestly, I thought out of everyone
I
he would
haven't
have.
I haven't seek out Scorsese that much yet.
Oh,
So yeah,
why so? His movies are too long. Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't know. I don't know. It just doesn't. I just don't have the interest to seek him out.
All right. Yeah.
At least eventually.
I mean, yeah. All right. So, Teguh, your turn, I guess. Finally, the movie that the three of us watch. What did we watch, Teguh? Teguh. Teguh. Is Teguh
Fun.
dead?
I'm not
Well,
sure.
anyway, yeah. Me, Ariq, and Teguh, we watch Army of Thieves.
Oh,
Yeah, we watch Army of Thieves.
go ahead.
It's. I think it's more interesting. I think we enjoy it.
Could you
Like,
not hear me?
No, we
No.
enjoy it a
Oh.
bit
Ah.
more than
Did
Army
you
of the
got, did you
Dead.
got mic issues?
I don't know. StreamYard says it's fine. I'm on my PC right now. Try my laptop again.
We can hear you now though, so that's good.
But yeah, what's the name? I think the three of us agree that I think Army of Thieves is more
Was
engaging
entertaining.
than Army of Dead. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. Like
liked it a lot more.
who would have thought? You know, what's the name? Cracking a safe would be more fun than fighting zombies.
I don't- Like you tell that to someone like, would you rather watch a movie about opening safes or killing zombies? You probably choose killing zombies, but then realize, oh, not as fun.
No, surprisingly, yeah. Oh, well, what? Tagu, you say
Yes.
something.
But yeah,
Rooster.
I don't know. It got to the point where I wanted to lower my score of what was it called? Army of the Dead, so that I can give Army of Thieves a more appropriate score.
Dude, you can have the same score and like one movie more than the other.
Wait, Star Machine is
I refuse to
asking,
do
is
that,
this
though.
the prequel to Army of the Dead? Yes, we definitely
Yes,
Yes,
talking
it
about
is.
Army
It's
of
about
the
the German safe cracking dude.
Yeah, yeah, it's about that dude. And why he's in the US, I guess, at the end. Like, that we definitely wanted to know that before.
Yeah, definitely. But
Uh,
it was more engaging. Yeah.
Interesting.
I was just okay. I mean, it was okay, but I definitely liked it a lot more than Army of the Dead. That's all I can say. Really.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, like,
an okay movie.
I think Army of the like what's the name? Army of Thieves works better because we are working with a smaller group, unlike Army of the Dead, where it's like what 10 maybe people.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
All over the place. Yeah. Well, in Army of Thieves, you're only working with like what the
5.
German guy and like 4 other guys. So yeah, a total of 5. Yeah.
5 team.
So yeah, you get to know more, I guess, about the members. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that works in their favor. Um. Yeah, it was pretty. At least the last scene, it was pretty tense. that was quite tense, I guess. Yeah. I would.
No, that was cool.
Yeah, I don't really want to go into much spoiler, I guess, because it's still a new movie, right? Right?
It is.
Yeah, I think it just came out like last week or something like that. Yeah, so I don't want to go
October
into
28th, yeah. It's
yeah,
on
right.
Netflix.
So yeah, yeah, I
It
don't
is
want to
on
go into
Netflix,
much
yeah.
spoiler yet as of now, just in case you guys want to check it out, right? Yeah.
Army of Thieves is still number 1 on trending in Indonesia, so still
Damn.
you.
I I don't know if I'm gonna check this one out because I'm just so I was so done with Army
Oh
of the
my
Dead,
god.
so I don't really care for this. So I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
I'll
don't like.
eventually check it out.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I know you'd say that because that's technically how we all feel before we started watching. But
Yeah.
but
It
eventually we're
comes
like,
up
you know
better.
what? We're like, you know what? We're movie
Also,
reviewers. Might as
Army of
well.
the Dead was super long. I don't know how long this
Yeah.
is. Army of the
How long
Dead
is
feels
this
like
one?
it's forever.
Let
It
me
didn't
open it
feel.
up.
It didn't feel as long.
It doesn't
Hours
feel as
9
long.
minutes. Oh yeah, it is
Yeah,
short.
Yeah,
but
Army.
but it doesn't feel like 2 hours 9 minutes. I feel like
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
it
long
don't
was
feel
Army?
like 2
How long
hours.
was Army of the Dead?
2 hours and
Army
30
of
minutes.
Oof.
I'm open Netflix right now. It's yeah.
oh
The most interesting thing to me for this one is Army of the Dead was Zack Snyder, who is a more prolific director, obviously. This one is
yeah.
directed by the German dude who
Yep.
plays in the film. So I'm like, huh, interesting.
No, it feels better paced.
Yeah, it's better paced. Yeah.
Alright.
Because I mean, like Zack Snyder has all those like slow motion stuff.
Ow.
Slowing down. This one is
Maybe
yeah,
I'll
like
check
Teguh
it
said,
out.
better paced.
Maybe I'll check
It's
it
one
out
of
one of these days.
those movies where like again, shucks, I don't know what to
Shucks.
do.
Gulp. It's like that.
I don't know what to do. All right, let's just open
Alright.
up a movie while I occasionally play with my phone, kind of thing. And then throughout the movie, you'll be like, "This is actually quite interesting," and you put down your phone and you start watching.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
It's one
don't.
of those movies.
Yeah. I just find that. Yeah, to be honest, now that I think about it, I think they both have the same score in terms of how good they are. But I did find, like, as an objectively, like they're basically the same as good. But
Yeah.
Okay.
I did enjoy Army of Thieves a bit more. The character is more engaging. Okay? It's like you'd actually care about him more than you do.
Yeah,
I
again,
don't even remember.
it's
I don't
the
even
smaller
remember what
groups, man.
Dave was playing.
Yeah, because of the smaller groups, like
Yeah.
Is there?
yeah.
I guess this is spoiler. I don't really care. Is there any zombies at all in this film?
No.
Yes.
Couple, yeah,
So
couple.
it's like the beginning of it, right?
No. Well,
I mean, like it's in the midst of it, I guess.
No,
how much
He
do
doesn't
you
care
want
about
me to
spoiler. It's
explain
a it's
this?
a
I no
flat.
no. I
It's
mean,
more of a like a weird fever dream.
I'm asking like, does this film feature like the origin of the outbreak?
No.
No, no.
Oh,
So
Here. All I'll say about
Zombies?
the zombies, it appears on TV. That's it.
okay.
yeah,
they
so
mentioned it
here's
on TV.
here's the location. So here's how it sits in the timeline. It's like, you know how in Army of the Dead, it's like the bullshit source of the zombies, aka the blowjob in the car.
Mhm.
There, and then, like, you know how it fast forwards to later when Las Vegas is overridden. Well, like, not overridden. Like, it's just like dealing with the zombies. It's like in that in between.
Okay.
Yeah,
But it's set in Europe, so there were no zombies at all. It's just
exactly.
on TV, and the guy having, like, as Ariq said, fever dreams because of hearing the news.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
There were no actual
Uh,
zombies, basically.
Alright.
so yeah, it's yeah fun. Oh wait, did we answer that? Fat Love Movie says that's such a fast sequel release. It actually is. Yeah, like it came out basically the same year, right? Army of the Dead and Army of
It's Netflix. I'm assuming they made it around the same time. That's why they can do it. I mean, literally,
Yeah.
Netflix released a trilogy of movies within 3 weeks' time. The Fear Street
That's true.
trilogy. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys heard of it, but it's literally Fear Street 1, Fear Street 2, Fear Street 3 within 3 weeks. Like, that's like super fast. So,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
that's
actually
they
did
made-
watch
they made
those
it- they made it
movies
all at once.
back in Halloween, but I don't recommend 2 and 3.
No.
The first one was good.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Alright.
yeah, it is
And
fast.
then Star Machine asks, never saw Army of the Dead. Should I watch that first or this? That being Army of the Dead or Army of Thieves?
I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter at all. If you want a more fun one, Army of Thieves.
Hmm.
We think at least. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah. So, pretty
I
much
It
will-
doesn't
that.
bloody
will-
matter. Go with
I will-
whichever
Doesn't
one you
matter.
feel like watching first.
Yeah.
I will add this film to the bottom of my 2021 watch list because before that I got a complete Tom and Jerry. Thank you, Teguh. G.I. Joe. Thank you,
You're
Teguh.
welcome.
Hitman's
You're welcome.
Bodyguard. Thank you, Teguh.
You're welcome. Hey, Hitman's Bodyguard was fun.
Hitman's
like
Wife
that.
Bodyguard, I
It's a-
think, was better than Hitman's Bodyguard, the
I
first
think
one.
that's all I have to see in here. Those three, because that and the Nile is not. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with Opinions. Is that even out?
I don't think so.
Is that postponed?
Delayed to 2023.
Yeah, those are the only three that I haven't seen. I've seen the rest.
I still have three. I think like the French Dispatch, Venom.
Still missing the
Yeah, that's
Matrix.
it.
Yeah. I'm still missing the Matrix, Kingsman, and what's the other
Kingsman
movie?
is next year though, right?
I've seen
Yeah,
all
but-
of I've seen all of Kelvin's. I've seen
Oh, and Uncharted, yeah.
all of Ariq's that's
also next
out.
year.
I've seen all of mine that's out. I only to use one.
Oh, in terms of what's out, yeah, I've seen all of mine that's out. I think What
No, I
Kelvin?
haven't watched Coming to
Done,
America and
done.
Candyman.
done.
Those two
Yeah,
have
I
I
haven't-
watched it.
Oh, I haven't watched Venom. Yeah.
I've seen the
Yeah,
least.
and
I
Venom
feel
as
like.
well. Yeah.
Venom.
Oh, yes, yeah. Okay, I'm missing
I've seen the
Venom,
least. I've
French
seen the
Dispatch,
least.
and Venom.
French
Still
Dispatch,
cheap.
Venom, Last Night in
Spider-Man
Soho,
before.
Candyman, Coming to
Oh.
America. Those are the 5 I'm missing as of now. Yeah.
All
Alright. So,
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. That's our. What was it?
Weekly
That's the
watchies.
watchies. That's the
Weekly
weekly watchies right there. So, well, Ariq watched The King, I watched Hugo, Albert watched French Dispatch, and Teguh and us watch
And us
Army of
too. And
Thieves.
us too. Army of Thieves.
Yeah. All right. So yeah. Yeah, that's weekly watches. I guess we should just jump into the.
Let's do it.
You want to do Chris Pratt thing first, or do you want to go
Let's
trailer
do
first?
Chris Pratt and then we do 3 trailers back to back.
Right. Okay. Cause I don't think we have much to say about Chris Pratt. I don't think
Wait,
so.
man, I love
yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
There's so many memes that comes out for it. In case anyone doesn't know, Chris Pratt is casted for the Sony Pictures animated film Garfield. And
I grew up on Garfield. I'm
There's-
excited for this.
lots of people are attacking him because, like, oh, sure, give Chris Pratt everything, give him all the voice roles in the world. There's like so many memes. It's like breaking news: Chris Pratt is playing the animated version of Flintstones. I don't know, but yeah, it's like so many memes.
Man, people just can't handle his success. But honestly, I'm not too familiar with Garfield. Honestly,
I watched the
don't-
live action.
I
That
watched
one's bad.
I watched half of the live
What do
action.
you
back
mean?
then.
You
What do you mean?
The Bill Murray the Bill Murray Garfield is bad.
No.
It's brilliant, Albert. What are you talking about?
Do you want to know? I don't know if you guys noticed. Do you want to know the reason why Bill Murray signed up for the Garfield film?
Boy,
Because, and let me just fact check this before I get this wrong. Because when they proposed him the film, it's like, hey, do you want to be in this Garfield film? Oh, no, I'm not. I don't think I'm that interested. Well, we're getting Joel Cohen to write it, and he's like, oh, okay. You guys know Joel Cohen, right? One of the Cohen brothers who's made like
Mhm.
Hail Caesar, Fargo, everything, and he signed on to it because he agreed with Joel Cohen. He didn't realize that there is a different Joel Cohen in Hollywood that is spelled Joel Cohen instead of Coen. And this guy is like not famous at all. He's just he wrote for like Cheaper by the Dozen. He did Garfield 2, Evan Almighty. So he wrote for a bunch of comedies. So like Bill Murray literally did not realize this and he signed on to it. He thought that this is actually written by one of the Coen brothers. That's why he signed on to it.
damn. They put a sneaky on Bill Murray. No, I swear to God, the guy that's pitching him the idea know that he this is a different Joe Cohen.
I blame his agent. His agent should do more research, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
But
Yeah. Oh, that's a fun little story there.
It's funny hearing that.
Brilliant.
The Albert races, yeah, no, the movie was horrible, but I did enjoy it.
I enjoyed it because I was a kid, and now I love it because of nostalgia.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's just how it is, right?
That's how it is. But I remember what was his name? The original author,
The dog?
Jeff. No, the original author of the comic.
I have no idea.
What's wrong with
Let's
him?
Well,
Google, I
whatever his
guess.
name was,
Yeah.
I remember because like he had the comics, right? Like the 3-panel comics and all
Mhm.
that, and like every month there'd be like a 12-panel comic, but like I used to have like books of just all of those compiled, and I'd like read them. So
Damn, Teguh is old.
oh, yeah.
I have books compiled.
I'm surprised that that's a surprise.
Jim Davis, Teguh. That's
Jim
the
Jim
Davis.
Davis, yeah, that's his name.
the cartoonist for Garfield. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So,
not the.
so
I'm not the. biggest- Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm pretty deep in Garfield lore.
Wait, there's
Lasagna.
Garfield lore?
Like as
Lore.
deep as Albert is in Marvel lore, I'm that deep in Garfield lore.
The
All
only,
I know
is-
the,
Honestly, it's not very deep. It's not very deep.
the only Garfield lore I know is that he hates Monday. He likes
Yeah.
lasagna. He has.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's Fran or not. Odie. That's like the dog, right?
This is
Dog. Yeah.
Is he
It's
friends with him or enemies with him?
it's
Oh.
like how do I explain it? It's like
Frenemies.
not
Yeah.
not really. I feel like
Just
more
kind of
like
tolerating.
I wanna say siblings, but I don't have a sibling, so I can't really tell.
Technically, yeah, no, they are
But
technically
it's like
siblings.
you know
'cause,
how
like,
siblings like
Yeah.
play
At-
pranks on each
at
other.
least in the
Yeah.
movies here, I can explain in the movies at least. Like Garfield is like always jealous of Odie. It's always annoying him. Blah blah blah. You know, like that. But they never really like hate each other.
Yeah, no.
Alright.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Garfield's more of like
Alright.
the annoying older brother, I guess,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that keeps
Then-
messing around with the younger brother,
There's the owner, whoever his name is. What's his name?
John.
Yeah. and the girlfriend? Question mark?
Of Garfield or girlfriend of John?
Garfield has a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's
Yes,
sake.
actually, no. Yes. I think later in the comics, she is his girlfriend.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the
The guy.
The guy,
How about the guy?
Liz.
Liz. Damn. I didn't know. Damn. Lore.
See, the lore is complicated, Kelvin, and you scoffed at it. Now you're confused.
Man, I take back my words.
Garfield has lore. How
Lore.
dare you question me?
But yeah. I mean, I think for the Chris Pratt role as Garfield, he's good, right? Yeah.
He will do it.
Uh,
Did he get tricked again? It was like, oh
No.
yeah,
no,
Albert,
this
did he
guy's
get
gonna be
tricked or
writing
anything
it.
this time?
No, I don't think they have released anyone. Do you have anyone attached to direct it? Maybe it's the Coens again. I don't know. The other Coens.
The other cones.
I don't think they have. It's Sony Pictures. That's all I know.
Alright.
And in our thumbnail, I feel like I'm pretty
Wait,
sure
it's
that's
Sony now, right?
That's the style that they're gonna use. It's giving me the
Mhm.
same. It's giving me the same vibes as the Captain Underpants style,
Yeah,
which I like. So
I haven't watched it
Wait,
actually, but I saw the.
Albert, just to
trailer.
confirm, back then the original live action Garfield that was not Sony, right? That was Columbia,
No.
I think, right?
that was 20th century.
Was it
20th
Fox?
century?
Actually, let me fact check. The 20th Century Fox, yeah.
Okay, so
Oh.
Sony did buy the rights to it then.
I guess
guess
so.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. If not, it will be owned by Disney, right?
Fox, yeah, it'll be Disney, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I mean, imagine seeing Garfield on Disneyland.
yeah, I know, right?
I don't know, it'd be brilliant to
Well-
have a lasagna parlor.
Just a shop selling lasagna. Special
Gotta go-
lasagna.
All they sold is lasagna, but we're gonna go there and ask, do you guys have a happy meal? Sir? Sir? This is a
Sir,
This
we
Garfield.
need
is a
Sundays.
Garfield's.
This is a Garfield.
This is a Garfield's.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No,
What,
nothing
Garfield?
much.
Nothing much, right? Yeah.
This better
Alright.
get released at the same time than Super Mario movie got released. We get a Pratt double feature, baby.
The
Double
the-
feature.
crispy rat
Just be a rat.
double
It's
feature.
disgusting.
You know how crisp rat sounds like crisp rat?
Yes, if you don't know how to pronounce names.
I mean, hey. I just saw it on a comment at one point, okay, as a meme that time. I was like,
Chris
huh, I guess
Pratt.
so. If you say it quite quickly, it's Chris Pratt. You know?
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, alright, so.
Before we move on, before I forget, I just want to bring this up. Someone mentioned this in a comment section of a YouTube video. It's like, thank God they're doing Super Mario Brothers animated, because
Yeah.
they considered doing Super Mario in the style of Detective Pikachu. And can you
Okay.
can you imagine just like regular humans walking around in the streets, and then there is this super short, stout up guy with a big mustache walking around? Like, what the
That's
fuck is
like
this? What is
that's
this
like
freak?
that's like Mario Odyssey, you know? Something like that in Mario Odyssey. You know?
Right,
my
but
They,
God.
like imagine
movement and stuff.
an actual size of Mario, like that
Yeah.
shape, like rounded shape, and walking around regular humans. People will be like, "What kind of freak are you?"
And then you have to imagine
Just
like,
like,
you know,
I'm
Anya,
Italian.
and then like Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach has to like interact with like this tiny dude.
Tiny dude.
And then he eats a magical mushroom, then he turned to Chris Pratt.
Oh, it made him live action.
It made him
Oh,
the
God.
mushroom made him live action, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, thank
oh.
God, thank God this is animated. All right, next topic.
Alright. Let's jump into the triple trailer that dropped. Let's start from the earliest one that dropped. I guess it was Morbius, wasn't it? Like the earliest this week, I think.
I think it was either Morbius or Book Boba Fett. I don't remember.
Oh, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go with Book of Boba Fett first then. Alright. Boba Fett, um, I don't know. I only know him from Lego, so
Yeah, this
he's
this
pretty
is
cool there.
this is the trailer
It's
for the
from
Book
Lego.
of Boba Fett for Disney Plus. That they're
Yeah.
I don't forget when they're releasing it, but since only me and Teguh watch Mandalorian season 2, this is sort of like the spin-off continuation of it. Because if guy spoiler, he was in
Oh.
Mandalorian season 2, and he was a pretty big part of it.
Yeah.
And he
I know
left.
that.
He left the Mandalorian. He left.
Wait.
He left the titular Mandalorian on his own journey, and then he went to Tatooine to reclaim his spot. Well, not reclaim his spot, to take over Jabba's empire, basically. So that's what
So
the trailer is showing.
that's a story, right? The Book
Mhm.
of Boba Fett, him
Yeah.
overtaking
Yeah,
Jabba the Hutt.
that's why no,
Because
not overtaking. Jabba's already dead.
Jabba's dead. Remember?
Oh, Jabba's dead.
That's why in the
Yeah.
beginning of the
Return
trailer,
of the
it's
Jedi?
like you're
Oh,
sitting on like I know you're sitting on the throne of your like of the ruler before you or something like that.
He's trying to take over the guy who took over Jabba.
Yes,
Ah,
you've got it, Ariq. That's
go.
right, you've got it.
I was just imagining the whole trailer. I don't know, in Legos just now, so I wasn't really paying attention.
In Legos.
He just suddenly builds a ship like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean the trailer looks cool. If I watch the Mandalorian, I'll probably be excited about this, but I haven't. Yeah. I guess Teguh Albert, you know. Anything else you want to say about it? More?
I wasn't too excited about it. I'm still kind of a little bit burnt out for Star Wars. I just rewatched the whole trilogy again. Not trilogy, all of their films again for
All
trivia.
9?
Including spin-offs, including Clone Wars, Rogue One,
Oh
and Solo. For
Wow.
trivia. So and then like it always start off really good, and it goes strong in the middle, and then Force Awakens, and then Last Jedi I'm still okay with, and then the Rise of Skywalker just like ruin everything for me all the time. So I always end in a low note. But yeah, I don't know. The Mandalorian was good, and this one I know Jon Favreau is heavily involved with this one. Dave Filoni as well, so I trust them, and I do like Tamara Morrison as Boba Fett in both the prequels and in the Mandalorian. So I'm interested. Plus, this is like it feels like we're going scum and villainy. We're going like gangster vibes kind of thing, underworld, right? With Jabba. So that's a territory, at least in live action, that we haven't seen for Star Wars. So I'm curious.
I'm quite excited for it.
You say it just not like this, the series that you wouldn't want to miss, wasn't it?
Yeah, like, cause like with
Yeah.
all the other Star Wars stuff that's come out, like I've just been like, I'll watch it later, I'll watch it later, kind of like delaying it. But now I'm actually like, I might actually watch this on release.
Damn. All right.
I might wait for a few episodes just because I don't want to wait a whole damn week for everything. But I'm very excited.
Do you guys like how many episodes would it be?
Um.
I'm assuming around 6.
Oh, this is coming out December. This is coming out this year, damn.
It's coming out this year. Oh,
Yeah,
what?
December
Damn.
29.
Damn,
I don't
alright.
think they have said how many episodes there are.
Okay.
But yeah, what are you guys excited for it?
I mean, I like.
I feel
Boba
like
Fett,
we'd have to watch
so-
the Mandalorian first, though.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Because you know,
I don't think it's a must, but that would be ideal.
Okay. Okay.
Because again, there's a like just
one
Does they-
character. Ming-Na Wen's character you sort of need for the from the Mandalorian, but
Yeah.
Boba Fett itself don't really need to. You just need to know that he's back. All right.
yeah, but if you wanted to know like how he's back,
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
then maybe. But
Okay.
if you don't really care, you just want to see, you just like, oh, okay, he's back. I don't care how, then you don't have to watch it. But for Ming-Na Wen's character, well, I forgot what her name was, but yeah, you should probably.
It says here Fennec Shen. So yeah.
Shen,
Fennec
right?
Shen.
Yeah, Shen.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
That's
Wait,
Cool.
just to confirm, and I'm gonna try to say this in the least spoiler way possible, but Boba did something to Shen, right?
did
No?
something.
I don't remember if they. I don't remember what you're referring to.
The
Oh.
the blaster.
Wait. Who's this? Like
You know, never mind. It's not really important anyway.
Okay.
question. Who is this funky lady?
That's Fennec Shen.
Oh,
Right? That's her, right?
What?
Is that not her?
this funky lady. The one on the yeah. The one
that
wearing the
her?
helmet, I guess.
I don't fully know.
Is that not her?
Oh. What?
I
I
don't
thought you
know, I
said
mean, I
she
can't
appears
see
in
her face.
Mandalorian.
No.
Did
That's
she
not-
not
that's not
wear
her-
a helmet?
I don't
Wasn't
think
that
that was her
the same
armor,
girl?
was it?
Oh, Teguh. Yes, I remember what you mean. I remember what you mean.
Yeah, that happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just confirming.
Same
I don't think
girl
that's her.
from
Is that her armor? I don't remember.
I thought it is.
It is. You skipped there. Is it?
I
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
right.
There. There's the
It is.
orange.
I thought the
There's-
helmet was.
there's the
I remember
braids
the
and
helmet being a
everything.
bit.
Oh yeah, there's a braids.
I
Yeah.
thought the helmet was a bit different, but then again, I don't really remember her.
It's
wearing
the
a
helmet. Yeah, I'm googling Fennec Shen right now. That's a helmet.
That is her helmet.
Ah.
Or
Okay.
if it's not, then that's someone who have exactly the same costume as her.
Okay. Okay.
Makes no
That's
sense.
It's probably her.
That's-
Again, I'm only asking this because there's a character like that in Lego Star Wars.
Ah.
Oh, but you
Oh,
watched
really?
the original trilogy as well.
Yeah,
Some time ago, though. We watched
it's
it in
some
my
time
house.
ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago. I
It was
remember Lego
2016.
much more than this. I remember
Damn.
Lego Star Wars much more than the movie we actually watched.
Damn.
Alright. So yeah, Star Machine also said I'm super excited for the Book of Boba Fett and still want a Jabba prequel movie for the gangster vibe, but it should suffice.
Oh yeah, Jabba prequel would be fun, but
Like who's Jabba?
I'm
actually?
happy with this.
Is he like the
Remember-
mobster? or something?
He's
Remember
like
the
the mob, he's like the
big
mob boss.
No,
Yeah,
I know who
remember
I know how he
the-
looks like. Yeah, but
Oh,
what
okay,
does
okay,
he
okay.
do?
He
This is a mob
controls-
boss.
He controls
Oh,
the
he's a mob
underworld
boss.
of Tatooine, pretty much, and like
Ah.
that area of the galaxy.
Okay. Right, interesting.
Because there's like no government there, so he's the one in charge, basically.
Alright. So anything else you want to say about Book of Boba Fett?
Book of
No?
Boba.
I like the costume. I like the clean costume. It's nice.
Yeah, the costume looks nice.
the
Yeah,
costume.
it
Costume
do
was
look
neat.
good. It do
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah.
Alright. So should just move on to the next one?
Mhm.
Yeah, alright.
Moving on.
Moving on,
Moving on.
we got some Morbius trailer. We got a Morbius trailer. Yeah. Um. Yeah, Morbius played by what's his name?
Jared
Jared Leto. Yeah. So this will be Morbius is made by Sony, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So it seems like Morbius. It's part of the Venom universe.
At least that's
It seems
at
like
least
it,
that's what
right?
we get. At least that's what we get from the final part of it. Final part of the trailer.
Yeah, man, he joked about I am Venom. Actually, no, I'm Michael Morbius, Doctor Michael Morbius. Blah blah blah. Huh. Yeah. All right. So, what do you guys think about the trailer, though?
Huh?
You'll go first. I'll go last.
I like
Alright.
I like I like the concept of bat radar.
Dude, okay. Yeah, I was gonna go into that directly.
Kelvin's going to piss himself right now.
I'm so freaking triggered by that. It's like you're a
Bat-
doctor. You're a
Bat radar.
doctor. Bat radar. No, it's fucking echolocation. I'm fucking unemployed and I know.
Bat
Oh, man.
radar.
That's what
I got
that's what
I got some sort of bat radar. Huh?
Is that
What
the
kind
new
of
like
doc-
are we some kind of Suicide Squad? No, it's like I've got some bat radar.
Bat radar.
Bat radar.
No! You're a doctor. How do you not know the term echolocation? Yeah, that part. Oh, god damn it. Who writes this movie? Who's the writer?
Maybe it's Joel
Every-
Cohen as well. I don't know.
The wrong Joe Cohen.
Is there
That's
there's
just,
like a
that's how I
third
refer to him now.
is there a third Joe Cohen now?
You know what's even funnier? There's actually a different person named Ethan Cohen who is also not the actual Ethan Cohen. So
What?
imagine if
Wow.
imagine if that Joel Cohen and this Ethan Cohen team up to make a Cohen movie, but it's not.
The Cohen
fake-
brothers.
A fake Cohen, bro.
They'll be like
Wrong
the
Cohen.
written by the Cohen duos instead of the Cohen brothers because they're not brothers.
No, they write
Cohen-
brothers like BRUDERS. Cohen brothers.
now I actually want to see those two work together for it.
Oh.
But yeah, Bat Radar. No. I really hope that in the actual movie they will actually just say the word echolocation.
Oh, I hope they say bat radar so I can be like,
I hope they say bat radar.
You
Honestly,
said
I hope
it.
they say bat radar.
and Kelvin's gonna be in the theater like,
I swear to God, Bat Radar. Come on, man.
Alright, I mean, in terms of in the whole trailer, Star Machine has mentioned it here herself. Morbius trailer is so messy, and yeah, it's
Yep.
kind of all over
It
the
is.
place. It was a bit
Mhm.
confusing to understand what kind of character he is. We didn't even ask.
Yeah.
I think last week we asked Albert like, is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? I don't know.
Anti-hero.
Man, like, if he's the main
And-
character, it's probably Venom type, right? You know,
Yeah,
good,
Venom type.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, good but bad, but still good.
Good,
Good,
but
but
bad,
he needs
but
to
still
eat people.
Well, he sucks
Bad.
people, right? He people. He like
He sucks.
He slurps
He-
them up.
Yep.
He. Damn.
he slurps people. There you go.
Oh, man.
But yeah, that's the point. Yeah, it is messy, and they're just trying to make it look cooler with him flying about or flipping about,
Yeah.
or I don't know. I don't know what vampires do.
Honestly, like in the last scene, I don't know why. It looks so uncomfortable. Like, wait, let me find the scene first, then I'll pause there. But you guys continue first.
Mhm.
Yeah. To answer Calvin's earlier question, who wrote this? The writer is Matt Stazema and Burke Sharpless. They have written films including the Power Rangers 2017 movie, which I thought was pretty good. Gods of Egypt, The Last Witch Hunter, and Dracula Untold. I've only seen Power Rangers.
Dracula Untold. Is this why they want to write Morbius?
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, I
also,
didn't watch
the,
Dracula
direct,
Untold.
also
It
the
wasn't bad.
director. Oh, is it? Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It's okay. It's pretty good.
The director, I thought his name was familiar. It's Daniel Espinosa. He directed Life, the 2017 film, the space thriller thing, with Jake Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson, Ryan Reynolds. I think I watched it with one of you guys, maybe.
Well, what
it's a
movie?
space. It's a space. Life. The space
Live?
motor.
Oh,
I don't-
you watch it with me and your sister.
Oh,
My
okay.
sister?
I didn't. I
Yeah,
didn't
and
watch
yeah,
it.
and yeah, Angie was there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's this. It's this the one with this poster.
The one with Jake
Yeah,
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I wanted to
Alright.
say that.
Okay. Teguh, what's your thought? Oh, wait, are you not done, Bert?
No, I'll say later.
Okay. Teguh, what's your thoughts on it?
Unfortunately, this goes into the I don't really have a thought of this category.
Okay. Well, are you at least like, huh, interesting, or are you just like,
Not really.
Were you
Honestly, not
captivated by
really.
the bat radar?
No.
Oh,
damn,
I was the
damn.
only one was captivated by the
It's
bat
like
radar.
it's like cause no, to be fair, even when Venom first came out, I was not really interested in it at all, right? This is about the same level.
I mean, so
Mhm.
far, Sony movies, the Venom, and yeah, it's kind of like, it's alright.
It's alright, but it's not like captivating enough, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they need to hire
I feel like,
whoever
yeah.
made trailers from DC EU.
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's true.
DCU makes great trailers, but
That
not
is
so
true.
good movies.
Yeah, get to push the
Damn.
marketing, you know.
Yeah. Alright then. So Teguh doesn't have any thoughts on it. Yeah. By the way, here's the scene I was talking about. Wait, let me share my screen real quick. Like, what is he doing?
Stretching.
What is he doing?
It looks like a yoga pose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like this whole pose is weird. I just want to get it out there. Yeah. Yeah. And then they have the whole this scene, I think, right?
That's
Yeah.
Matt Smith.
That's Sam Raimi Spider-Man poster there. So are they in the
No,
same
that's-
universe?
Okay,
Is
this is my gripe when I say messy. I'm gonna take over, Calvin. Screen share
Okay, go
mine.
on.
Yes,
Okay.
that is the Sam Raimi universe. Okay, that's the same Raimi Spider-Man. We all know
Mhm.
Michael Keaton is in this. That's definitely MCU Michael Keaton Vulture. We see the Daily Bugle. This is Daily Bugle logo from the same Raimi universe. But then in here it says Black Cat and Rhino somewhere. Rhino right there, Black Cat. Black Cat and Rhino, the characters from the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man universe. And then he mentioned Venom at the end. So like, what the fuck is what is the universe?
You know, I didn't realize about the Black Cat and stuff, so
I didn't
yeah, now
realize
I'm
the
not
Black
so
Cat
sure
and
about the
Rhino.
Venom universe, yeah.
Yeah. So they have the Venom universe, which is its own thing. There is the Spider MCU. There is
Wait, is Michael Keaton still playing Vulture?
He's Vulture in this.
Oh, he's actually Vulture in this as well. What?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right, what?
He's playing Adrian Toomes, and like, sure, I guess multiverse. They're probably doing that, but like, I don't know if they exactly know what the word multiverse mean. Multiverse means that there are different universes existing
Yeah, separately.
not combine every single thing into one. So like, yeah,
I think they.
I love this comment. Is Morbius in the MCU? Yesn't.
Isn't.
Yesn't.
Yeah.
But aside from the fact that it's messy in terms of just like the universe, I'm not sure what the tonal is of it. But I'm just super convinced now that after watching the two Venom movies and after watching this, Sony Pictures is a master of making campy 1990s superhero film in a modern era. And that is just like something that I don't give a shit about anymore. Like those
Yeah.
campiness of the 90s superhero film that I don't care for them. So they're like mastering that style. So I'm like, yeah, sure, go for
Hey
it.
man, there's a niche audience somewhere for that. Yeah. From the chat here, Star Machine said, I don't know what to expect, but curious. Do you guys feel the same way? Like, at least curious about it?
Not
Curious
really.
about Bat Radar.
I'm curious. No, now that Albert mentioned it, I'm curious about the universe. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
watching it will give me an answer to that. Yeah, and then Submachine said, "Wish Sony just give everything to Marvel." Yeah, I mean,
Never
don't we
happening.
all
Never.
don't
No,
we
that's
all
not
wish
happening.
that? Yeah, especially Spider-Man. No, never gonna happen. Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Well, what do you think of Morbius himself, though? I guess we get to see more of
He
him
looks
now.
he looks kind of cool
He looks pretty cool.
when
Yeah.
he's going full Morbius. When
Mhm.
the picture in the thumbnail, that's like sort of comic like, but everything else he looks like Jared Leto. So I don't care when it looks like Jared Leto, but when it looks
Yeah.
like
When he looks like when he transform, he looks
yeah.
scary, pretty cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait, can you pull up the again just now? The logo, thumbnail.
Go ahead.
Does he have a mustache in that?
He does.
I don't know.
He
I don't
does.
know.
He does. He does.
Wait.
Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Wait, so the monster version of him also has the mustache. Okay.
Why would it
Alright.
grow out if he
Yeah,
turned
why would
into
it
a
grow
monster?
out?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't expecting a mustache for. I wasn't expecting a vampire to have a mustache. Okay, that's the last thing I would expect.
Did Robert Pattinson not have a mustache in Twilight?
I think he's always clean shave, isn't he? Like his face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Kate
I mean, that's how
Beckinsale
he
has a
sparkles.
mustache in in Underworld?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. He got a full-on like mustache right there. I don't know. Kind of interesting. This like when that the I forgot which Joker doesn't want to shave the mustache.
Caesar
Yeah, Cesar
Romero.
Romero. So he just paint over the mustache white. You know about that?
Hey, maybe
But
they're
yeah.
afraid to have another mustache kid. They cannot CGI the face. Like they cannot. They don't want. Jared Leto doesn't want to shave it. They're afraid it's gonna look bad like Superman. So
Yeah.
just keep it in.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, last
All right.
trailer.
Last one for the last trailer we have. Well, it's not a movie, so a series. Stranger Things season 4 trailer just dropped, plus the titles right for the episodes.
Yep.
Yeah. From the trailer, it's action packed. It seems like actual military coming over, shooting, explosions. So I think it should be a fun season this time. Yeah? No?
Yeah,
Nobody agrees? Okay. What?
at first it was like, okay, coming of age story. They're in school. First
Mhm.
of all, Will looks like he's so much grown up since the last time I saw him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's okay. Coming of age, sure. Someone's spitting whatever that thing is called to 11.
Yeah.
They're just be careful. She's gonna go full carry mode on you or something if you mess with her. But then suddenly it goes to like full military and there's like explosions and I'm like, whoa,
What
that's
is
a
happening,
big
right?
tonal shift. And there's like that's more weaponry we've ever seen than in the previous seasons. And I'm like, damn, okay.
Exactly.
Curious to see where this goes.
I mean, yeah. How about wait, Teguh, you haven't watched it yet. I mean, like
Haven't watched
Stranger
it.
Things.
Nope.
No.
So I
Okay.
have no idea what else going on right now.
Well,
Mute
sorry.
myself.
How about Ariq then?
I
What
have
you
watched
think?
it. I don't know. Wasn't really a messy trailer. Yeah, they were trying to start off slowly with all this cool stuff while they're doing blah blah blah. But I guess they wanted to show that shit hits the fan. Basically,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what they're trying to portray is that shit hits the fan because it's not just like action. It's like many cut scenes, like
Yeah.
very loud music. We didn't
Yeah,
get to
it's
see
one.
Hopper in it.
It's one of those where in the trailer they're like, look, what a lovely high school, just a normal school
What a
life.
wonderful day.
Um, Until shit hits the
Oh my
fan,
God.
baby. So yeah.
Oh man, they're in Chicago. It's okay.
Honestly, I really hope that that girl from I think season 2 was it the random Chicago girl that also have power finally
Oh.
make another appearance.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember that.
I
The
really
emo
hope
girl.
that Chicago storyline somehow make an appear like have some effect in season 4 like finally. You know?
Yeah, no, they touched on that for like a few episodes just to like completely ignore it. I felt like my
Yeah.
time is being wasted.
I'm like, yeah, I still want to know, like, what's with the Chicago girls? Like, you know, because season 3, not a single mention about it, right?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like they regret the decision. Like, yeah, let's just ignore it that ever happened.
Yeah. It's like it's to be such a cool concept though, having more than one of like girls with like 11 powers. That would be pretty cool.
Mm.
Especially when as Ariq put it, shit hits the fan. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Bert, you also watched the trailer. The title drop, right?
Yeah, it's basically they just super slowly in a 1 minute video release every single episode title.
Yeah.
I'll read
Though
it out. It's the Hellfire Club, Vecna's Curse, the Monster and the Superhero, Dear Billy, which I feel like I'm already gonna be super sad about because
seems like it. Yeah.
Billy is such a great redeemable character in season 3. The Nina Project, The Dive, the Massacre at Hawkins Lab. That's one excites me.
Yeah.
Papa,
Yeah.
then there's episode 8 is Papa, which concerns me because I'm scared what's gonna happen. Something to do with Hopper, I feel like. And then the piggyback. This is the last one.
Oh, honestly, the massacre at Hawkins that caught my eyes. Like,
Yeah.
what's gonna
Oh my
happen at
God.
Hawkins? A
What are they gonna
massacre, I
do?
know, but
A massacre.
but who will be doing the massacring?
Who
Ah,
will be the massacred?
yep. That I want to know. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. Season 4 excites me a lot, honestly. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what else to say about it.
I have nothing else to say about the trailer. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another one eventually. I do want to say though, if I find this out when I was googling the Stranger Things YouTube, they're doing this scripted podcast. So like the actors stay in character in an audio podcast, and it's
Oh,
called
what?
it's Robin, Maya Hawke's character. It's called
Yeah.
Rebel Robin Surviving Hawkins. They have 6 episodes so far. It's a scripted podcast of like her experience in Hawkins, and I'm like, I haven't listened to any of it, but it sounds interesting. I guess if you're interested in the strange things, well, just like listening
Mm.
to her character speaks.
Maybe
But,
hearing that we'll have, a deeper lore,
maybe.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Definitely exciting. Yeah, for sure. Uh, Fat Love Movies say in the chat here, ranking the trailers of this week. Number 1, Stranger Things. Number 2, Morbius. Number 3, Book of Boba Fett. Yeah.
He
And
put
then
boba with 2 B's, like the drink.
yeah, I thought the go to when you watch like the Book of Boba Fett, you gotta have boba.
For each episode.
Boba.
Yeah, for each episode,
Yeah.
you gotta have 9 boba every like for 9 for well for how many episodes there are.
Nine drinks or 1 drink for every episode. There you go.
Yeah, I was
9
thinking
boba.
there might be 9 episodes just now. I don't know why. But yeah. Summer say said that this is still a long way to go before release. Yeah, I think from the trailer it says summer next year.
Summer 2022. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's very long.
yeah, that's very long. That can't wait, honestly. Yeah, and he said, "Dear Billy is gonna break me. Was gonna break Albert as well. Seems like." Yeah. And Fat Love is just
Really?
chime in here. Duffer Brothers can do no wrong. So far, yeah. Well, except the Chicago part, but I really.
So, this episode just has 2 things that gripes Kelvin's head: this Bat
Bat Radar,
Radar and
Chicago.
Chicago.
I swear to God, are they never gonna touch the Chicago girls again?
No, man. I don't feel like we need it.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
feel like
they
they
will.
won't touch it, but I mean, like.
Boy.
Yeah.
See, even
No,
Fat
I
Love
just
movies
realized
agree. Yeah,
if
you're right.
Kelvin has-
Accept that part.
if Kelvin has like a gripe about this, like imagine him watching Game of Thrones. They left so many things unanswered. It's more than it's like having like multiple Chicago girl parts just left
hey.
unended.
I feel like if I watch Game of Thrones, the names will be too complicated for me to remember, so I wouldn't remember as
Okay,
much.
you're
Maybe.
just like, oh, dragons.
Yeah,
bet
maybe
those
the
dragons-
dragons would distract me from it. Yeah.
I bet Khaleesi has dragon radar.
I would let that slide because maybe that's
Maybe
what they're
they're
called,
hungry.
Dragon Raiders.
Oh, maybe they're-
Alright, yeah. I mean, like for that they have it right there. It's echolocation.
Go ahead, we've got over this.
Alright. So, is there anything else you want to say about Stranger
Hop-
Things?
Where's
Season
Hopper?
four?
Where's Hopper?
Yeah, Hopper doesn't appear at all, right? In the
He's in
trailer.
not
Mother
mentioned.
Russia.
He's in Russia.
What
Yeah.
is Mother doing here to him in Russia?
Keeping him captive.
Oh, god damn it.
But yeah,
the Red Guardian.
alright,
Yeah.
so yeah, didn't we mention this? Like
He's in the same universe.
yeah, it's the same universe, yeah. It's connected somehow. Yeah. Alright, yeah,
Yeah.
so we don't have anything else to say, right, about Stranger Things season 4 trailer? No? Alright. Alright, so before we go to the Eternals, that's in the chat here, Star Machine just said she's ranking for this week's trailer. Number 1, Book of Boba Fett. Number 2, Stranger Things season 4, and number num- number 3, Morbius.
Kelvin cannot set number 3. He's struggling. Someone help him.
Hey man. Oh no. But yeah. Alright, so let's go into the Eternals, I guess. Yeah, like Baby Larson saying
Hey.
Eternals was awesome. Love Tina and Gilgamesh. Yeah, that's a good start.
Gilgamesh is was it Korean Wong? Is it the one from?
No.
Yeah, it's Korean Wong.
Wait,
it's
yes,
Korean
yes,
Wong.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, Train to
Yeah.
Busan.
Yeah, Korean Wong. There you go.
Korean Wong.
But yeah, sadly Ariq couldn't join us in this review because Indonesia skipped like 2 hour 30
What?
minutes of the scenes, right?
Yeah, Albert. Albert said like, oh, they're gonna skip some
Oh,
scenes.
is
Albert,
it?
I think the some scenes they skipped is about 2.5 hours.
They actually do not allow this release?
Well, we
No,
I
they-
mean,
We don't
eventually
know,
did.
but that's a theory.
No, they eventually did.
Because
heard
I
that it's
know
coming
it's blocked in the Middle East. I know in the Middle East it's 100% not
Mhm.
allowed at all because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
illegal.
No. Like what happened was like here. I asked my friend, right? He wants to watch Last Night in Soho, but I didn't go. And I was like,
Mhm.
why not watch Eternals? That's what the councilmen are gonna discuss. And he's like, it's not on. I'm like, what? What do you mean? So he checked. He's like, wait, I saw it on the
the coming
new
soon.
releases in like
yeah.
theater posters. He
Uh-huh.
saw that like a few days ago for Eternals, but then he checked the theaters again. It's gone, and
Oh,
we
they
don't
took
know
it down,
why.
yeah.
Yeah, no
Oh.
explanation or anything. And I know that there's like
The whole
LGBT
controversy thing. Yeah.
gay stuff
I
in
know.
the movie.
Go ahead.
And I know Indonesia is primarily a Muslim country, and we don't accept
Mhm.
the LGBT community that much, sadly. So like, yeah, is it because of that or what? I'm so confused. But
It's not
then,
confirmed or
like-
anything, Yeah.
yeah,
No, it is not
But I just
confirmed,
checked-
but our suspicion is that, yeah.
yeah, but I just checked on CNN Indonesia today. Like, oh, it's going to be released on 10th of November. So why the delay?
Probably to delete that.
Yeah,
Probably
probably.
Also, like, I don't know who have the rights to do the censorship. Is it like the censorship?
There is a
Our
censorship
country has their
committee.
own.
No, there is a
Because
censorship
like,
committee.
because like when I was
Oh.
reading some stuff about like the Middle Eastern releases where they're not allowing the film to be played at all. It mentioned I couldn't find a quote right now, but it mentioned something like Disney is not gonna edit the version to cut out the love scenes. So that made me thought, oh, is Disney the one who's supposed to do it, or is their own censorship committee supposed to do it? I don't know. yeah.
I don't know about the
Maybe
Middle
it's
East, but in
maybe it's depend
Indonesia,
per country.
there is a censorship committee that does
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah,
Okay.
that
What I
does it
know, every
itself,
country
yeah.
has their own kind of thing. Yeah.
And every movie we
yeah.
watch in theaters that has kissing, not regardless of the sexuality, be it same
Yeah.
sex.
My God, you're gonna
Yeah.
miss a lot of stuff in Last Night in Soho. Just saying that right now.
Damn.
I
yeah.
should ask that to my friends because they did say like, "Oh, this story is confusing." Maybe that's what happened.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's what happened.
Because everything got skipped. They're just like, "Oh."
Damn.
So much
Damn.
context.
Alright. So,
Yeah.
alright,
So I
yeah.
did watch.
So yeah.
Also, isn't 50 Shades of Grey released in Indonesia? What the shit?
But it wasn't.
Was
I
it
thought
not?
Kajadi.
I don't
I
know.
can't
I don't
remember.
know. I don't know.
Well, anyway, let's go into the non-spoiler review first, I guess. Yeah, Vic, you can say it for this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, nobody's telling me to get out. Okay.
Not yet, not yet.
Okay.
Alright, so non-spoiler review. Teguh, you want to start first?
I liked it.
Okay. I think
Oh,
I think
too much
out of the
spoilers.
three of us that watched it, Teguh said feel like Teguh liked it the most.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I haven't heard Albert yet, but I gave it. Can I just say the ratings now?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
sure.
Go ahead.
back when I finished the movie, I was like, this is probably recency bias, but I think I'm gonna give it a 9. But even until that's what I thought when I first watched it, right? And even until now, I think it's still sitting at around an 8 point. At as low as it gets, it'll be an 8.5.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
no non-spoiler, right? Yeah. So I remember, I think Albert mentioned that there were action scenes, but it wasn't as like focused on the action, more towards the character development and all that. And you know what? When I watched the movie, first of all, I do tend to prefer liking story over just.
Action. Just pure
Yeah,
action.
I mean, I like
Yeah.
action, but I like story driven as well, right? So I was like,
Mhm.
I probably like this, and yeah, I really did like it. The pacing was fine. I think I don't know. It's a weird case because I feel like they did have a lot to go through,
Mhm.
but
But
I wouldn't.
it's
I
not like
wouldn't
it's
want
dragging.
them. It's not like it's dragging, and I don't want them to split it into different movies. I feel like
Mhm.
one movie was perfect, right? And
Yeah.
Kelvin did mention earlier that like some people complain that it felt long, and I will have to agree with that because during the movie I did check my watch like around 3 or 4 times to see what time it was, but it didn't feel dragged out. It felt long, but it didn't feel dragged out.
Mm.
And I'm usually the one that's complaining about all the political correctness and all of that. But you know what? For once, they dealt with it like it was normal. So, I actually enjoyed it.
That's how you should do it, guys.
Yeah,
That's
that's how
how
you should
every
do
movie
it.
should do it.
That's how every movie should do it. Just treat it like it's normal. And you know what? I did like the character.
Yeah.
What's his name? Fastos? Yeah. I really liked
Yeah,
Fastos actually.
he's one of my
That's
favorites.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's up there in my favorites. The only thing is, this is a non-spoiler, right? Yeah. I wouldn't say it was awkward. It's really hard for me to find the right words for it, but you know the mute character.
Makari.
There's a mute character,
Yeah,
Makari. Yeah.
Makari. Yeah. My only problem with her, it felt kind of jarring because I was watching it with Japanese subtitles, right?
Oh yeah.
So I just
probably.
completely ignored subtitles and I was just only watching their facial expressions and listening, right? So whenever she came up, because she's using sign language, I had to read subtitles. It's just that like it broke my immersion because like for a split second I had to like stop listening and start reading.
Mm.
That was a bit jarring at times. But it wasn't like any it didn't make the movie bad or anything. Because to be fair, she didn't really get much screen time either, I feel like.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
But
I'm at the around the end. I guess. Yeah. Around.
she got
Yeah.
a bit more around the end, but in the beginning
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I guess that's it from me so far, at least.
Alright. Yeah,
Kelvin,
we'll
what's
get more
your
into it,
answer?
I guess, in the later
Yeah,
in
in
the
the spoiler,
spoiler.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy the movie. I enjoy the movie. I pretty much agree with pretty much most with what Tagu said. Yeah, it's actually quite. It's like they have to introduce 10 characters. Give them backgrounds, backstories, and everything. I think they did a good job at it. Juggling that much character, and then yeah, there is the whole people saying like, yeah, there's too much exposition. Well, I mean like it's kind of needed, right, for this. I feel
Mhm.
like, yeah, because they need to tell. It's like Eternals. Who knows about them? Not a lot of people do. So I feel like
Who knows about the Albert?
this like This is like the few movies that I'll let them have more exposition than I would like, because they need it for the world building, right? Yeah,
Mm.
that's my opinion on it. Um, yes, the acting was great. Yeah, it's more character driven, that's for sure. But not to say that the action was bad. No, I quite like the action as well. Sure, it's not Shang-Chi level, right? But
Yeah.
it was still like captivating for me to like, whoa, okay, that's cool. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would give it like what? They will give it a 9. I'll give it like a nice, solid 8. Yeah, yeah. How about Albert?
Yeah. I'll start off with my score. I was very mixed about it when I first came out of the screening, which by the way I'll get to the story about the screening. But yeah, I'm between I'm like high 7s, low 8, more apart. I was planning to watch it again this weekend. I was like, it's too soon. I'm gonna probably watch it again on Thursday because I do want to watch it again. Um, but I thought for the most part it's good. I think there is a lot of source material that they had to cover, and I think they did a good job with the source material in terms of covering the background and everything. I think, having said that, the script has weakness, and it's on some of the characters. In particular, I thought Gilgamesh's writing was kind of weak for his character, sadly, even though I really want to like that character, but I just don't really care for Gilgamesh because of it.
Mm.
Ajax is also very weak in terms of writing, and we'll get to it in the spoiler review of those specifically. But yeah, I thought the characters are great. They introduced lots of great new characters, fan favorites. I can tell already. Again, the world building's good. The score by Raman Djawadi, I freaking love it. Ariq, I told you this in the chat, but it's like a techno Game of Thrones. The music,
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I've been listening to the theme song like in every morning now. It's so cool.
Wow.
And it might be one of my favorite like theme songs for an MCU movie. But yeah, the overall film is good. It's a long film, but I didn't feel the runtime at all. I did not check my watch at all during the film. I thought it was good, and it's different. It's very philosophical. It's a different type of MCU film, especially with how much is character driven, and not much is like a. I cannot get the spoiler, but yeah, it's very philosophical and very character driven, and yeah. Also, I went to a screening. That's why I was able to see it on Wednesday. I got that from the screening. Let me just grab that real quick.
All right. So yeah, Albert got lucky and was able to go to the
This is
screening.
so cool.
Watch it earlier.
I got this for free.
Damn,
it's
that's cool.
literally.
That's really cool.
This is from the Marvel Instagram account. There's literally the Marvel Instagram account posted like I think on Monday or something like, hey, you wanna go to a screening? Check out this Marvel screening near you. And I'm like, okay, this is not a scam because this is first Marvel, but I'm like, there is no chance I'm gonna get it. So I just checked it out anyway. Go to the website, and then I look for it. Oh, there's one in Atlanta. There's only one option. Wednesday, 7 p.m. Okay, I guess I have to. I don't even know if I can make it in time because of work and the traffic and everything, right? So I'm like, I just try it, and then I got the tickets anyway. And then as soon as I got the tickets, it says, this is not a guarantee. We're overbooking it so that we want to make sure the theater is full. So it's first come, first serve. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I have the tickets here. Most likely, I won't be able to make it anyway, again, because of traffic and everything. It's like, remember, rush hour. So I don't even know. But so I planned it out. I planned a whole day getting ready. I already brought buy my dinner. So I eat burger in the car on the way there. But yeah, I got it. I got in time, got the seat. This is my first screening ever, which is really cool. And then the craziest part is Liam Q, who plays Sprite, was in the building in the opening, which I freaked out because like the host is like, all right, guys, get your phones out. You'll be excited for this. And at first I'm like, yeah, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna get my phones out. Hopefully this is not a scam. Hopefully he's not just like giving fake excitement and there is no one. And it turns out, so in the building we have Liam McHugh, Sprite, and I'm like, oh shit! All right, record. So yeah, that's exciting. She's very nice. I didn't get to talk to her in person, but she seems very nice when she's talking. And she's only 14, which is wild still.
Damn, we old.
But yeah, that might or might not have been one of the reasons why Sprite might be one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
I see.
biased.
Alright, bias.
Hey, if Liam McHugh appears in your theater as well, you'll feel the same way.
If Albert's so like was it Don Lee, he'll be like Gilgamesh is my favorite character.
Okay, also to be fair, I'll get this to the spoiler review, but to be fair, there is something about Sprite that has a pattern with all my other favorite MCU characters, so it makes
Okay.
sense why I connect to her.
Yeah. Alright. So for now, let's jump to the spoiler review. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's jump into the spoiler territory here for the Eternal. So if you guys haven't watched it, go ahead and
So I saw it.
click away, watch it, and then come back. I'm assuming
Yeah,
Albert's
go
going
away,
to click out
guys.
this part.
Yeah.
Yeah, bugger off, Frick.
Ah.
We'll call you back later. We'll call you back later. Yeah, alright, so what's the muted?
I had
Okay.
to sneeze.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alright. So let's start, I guess, from the one that least liked the movie, Albert. So yeah, this is your spoiler review on this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I'll just start with why I thought some of the writings are weak. Again, I thought the world building they did a really good job. There was a lot of expositions, especially because I find it interesting in the beginning that they used like a title card to explain the history
Yeah.
kind of thing. Instead of usually Marvel when they when they want to do something like that, they did like Black Panther. They have like an animation style like that, like Wakanda is this, and then they build everything. But they decided to use this title card. I guess it's budgetary wise and faster in runtime. Maybe I don't know, but they
Yeah.
do that. So that's interesting, and they already set that up. And then with the Celestials, everything in the middle of the film, with Cersei explaining what their mission is, I thought that part was good. And the trade-off is, I thought some of the characters are not as well fleshed out. Once again, like Ajax, they didn't get shit from her because she got killed off very early. Like I understand her motivation. I thought Salma Hayek was good in it, but I didn't get that much of Ajax, and I want more of her character. Because in the comics, she's also pretty big. She's like the leader, as they tell in the film. And like Gilgamesh, there wasn't much. He was like there as the comfort character. He's like he's like very nice, very likable, and I do like his character. I just don't like how he's treated. And some of the lines was very jarring. I don't know if it was the editing, because some parts of the earlier film as well, the editing is kind of off. And maybe it's also because there is so many flashbacks that they go jumping back and forth with the editing. Yeah. I don't know. But like especially with Gilgamesh. And I don't know if it's the line delivery of Don Lee, because I don't think it's done an American film. But it feels very unnatural. It doesn't feel like a character is saying this. It feels like it just doesn't feel natural. I don't know. It's like jokes. He does a lot of jokes in the film, which I wish there isn't as much for him. I don't care. Kingo fits the jokes because Kumail Nanjiani, he can do no wrong. And the other ones also have just good jokes, but Gilgamesh jokes just doesn't land for me as much. Yeah. But I like all the other characters. Druid is awesome. The more I think about it, Tina is awesome. I love Angelina Jolie in here. Cersei is fine. I don't think she did I don't think Emma Chen did a particularly good job about it. Her character is kind of flat, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Icarus is good. I like Icarus, like his confliction and everything. Fastos is my favorite once again. Makari is good. Or the fact that we have a deaf and mute character and like she's still written very well and the powers are awesome. I like that. And yes, Sprite's awesome. Literally, I was thinking about this. two of my favorite MCU characters are Captain America and Wanda, right? And what do they have in
Mhm.
common? They have their lives taken away from them, literally. Captain America, his life taken away from him. Wanda as well. She lost everything. They have to sacrifice everything. Which of the Eternals literally doesn't have a life because their life is taken away from them? Because they stay young forever. Sprite.
I guess.
So like that's good. There's a pattern there. So,
I
yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I mean, it's sad.
Uh,
Her character is heartbreaking sad too. So yeah,
Yeah.
I like her about it.
Uh,
She convinced me very much for someone who's supposed to be 12 years old yet have lived eternals
Like-
of life. There is
I'm
not a
totally-
single moment in that film where I thought she was just a regular 12-year-old. I feel the age in her character based on her performance.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, what you think to go of Albert's points?
I'm almost the exact opposite actually. If you think about it, like sure, I guess Cersei's character, I can agree that it was kind of flat, but I did like it. Fastos I did really like. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but like I did really like. Who else was there?
Fastos, Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. Okay, I see your point by what you mean about like how like he's not kind of like put in well enough, but as a character I did really like him. He's also up there as one of my favorites, just as a character, like personality wise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see why you would say like it didn't really feel right.
Yeah. Again, maybe
but
once I rewatch it, I'll like it better. I don't know.
Maybe.
I
Yeah.
don't know, well, I did really like it. Yeah, because he was there as the comfort character, right? So I did really like it.
How
What
about
else? Sprite.
Tina? Sprite, yeah.
I wouldn't say she's my favorite. She's not even up there as one of my favorites. I don't know. Didn't feel too compelling. I mean, like her story was sad, yes, but like I wasn't like bawling my eyes over her or anything. I was just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Thena.
Well-
About Thena, I think I had this discussion with Tim earlier.
Yeah.
Thena. I think Angelina Jolie played Thena well. It's just that for some reason, Tim and I are on the same boat on this. We feel like Jolie as an actress probably just feels more appropriate as Ajak.
It's Ajak.
Yeah.
Why
Tim
so? Why
went
so?
ahead and said Salma Hayek and Angelina Jolie should switch characters. I don't know. Just from like the way they look and everything, for me personally, I wouldn't have Salma Hayek as Tina, but I did. I mean, from seeing the trailers as well and everything, I kind of assumed that Angelina Jolie was the leader or like the most or like the oldest out of all of them. That's what I felt at least. But at the end of the day, I did think her performance as Dina was really good. I just that just kind of like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. That's all. What else?
Just to a little bit counter on that argument. I thought Ajax is supposed to be like the spiritual leader, like the Zen one, right? I think Salma Hayek embodies that more than Angelina Jolie.
Okay, well,
that was just me.
I mean, I don't know, because I came into this without knowing anything, right? So
Yeah.
like I did not like I didn't even if I was made aware of this, I just forgot about it. When I was watching the movie, right, I didn't know which one is Ajak until like they actually showed Salma Hayek as Ajak. So I just assumed that Tina was what was later Tina was Ajak. Is kind of like what happened with me. That's why I just kind of like oh okay. About I don't know. What do you mean by the about what's her name again?
Makari.
Makari. Albert, you said
Yeah.
her writing was really good. I can't remember anything about her character writing that was really compelling to me though.
I think her character is fleshed out really well. And
So
like
you maybe
you
just
can-
try to remind me
and I
because
like-
I watched
I
it
like-
yesterday.
I also like the contrast. One of my friends did not like the romance between Cersei and Icarus. He said that it doesn't work for him. I thought the romance between Cersei and Icarus and Kit Harington, we haven't mentioned as Dane Whitman, that I thought the romance worked, and like there is like a toxic feel of Cersei's and Icarus romance, which we've never seen that in the MCU, so I appreciate that. And also in comparison, Druig and Makari have like the playful relationship, we feel like. So
Yeah.
I like the contrast in that as well. And like she again, she didn't have that much to do in the film, but she's badass. And like she's sort
Especially
of like
the end.
she
Yeah,
does
yeah,
her
in the end,
role,
yeah.
like she does her role sort of like a soldier type kind of thing, like very efficiently. Like she
Yeah.
knows what to do with her. Like they use her efficiently, I guess that's the best way to say it.
Oh, okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like, they didn't really give much backstory into her
Yeah,
on all
yeah.
that. Because I feel like screen time she didn't get that much. But
Man, for the first half of the movie, she practically don't really appear, right? Until they went
Yeah.
to the ship. Was it Domo?
We
Dono?
only Domo.
Yeah.
We only see her until she's in Domo and during the flashbacks.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah. I pretty much agree with pretty much all your point, you know. Like yeah. As much as I like Gemma-chan as Cersei, it's like yeah, I can see how she comes off as a flat character, I suppose, yeah. And then yeah. Icarus is really good. It's really good, and then yeah, I really like everyone else's performance. No, the one I don't know why, but I really like Druig. He's cool.
He's cool. He's literally
He's
cool.
cool. Yeah, Druig is really cool. Yeah. I liked him. Okay.
And I like that literally, even though this is an ensemble film, and we sort of again, maybe some characters are not as fleshed out as others, but we get everyone's motivation like very
Yeah.
clearly. Icarus is
Yeah.
the loyal soldier. He is as loyal that he's willing to betray his team for the sake of the Celestials, which is who's he's loyal to. Everyone
Yeah.
else is like Sprite is sort of like mixed because obviously that's the love struck of it. Kingo, he's loyal to the Celestials, but he also doesn't want to fight his friend, so he just like backs out of it. That's like his
Yeah.
personality, and like everyone else have their own like backstory as well. I guess Makari's the one that's sort of left out. Like Druig, with the flashbacks where he left the team for his own motivations,
Yeah.
because like he wants his own thing. That's like there's own character building, and even like Fastos with his family and when he's lost faith with the humans, that's his own thing. So like all of them have pretty much, and Tina with the when she lose control because of the I forget the name, the mad.
The Matt Veer, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Matt Veer. Yeah.
yeah. When she basically remember the past.
Mod something, yeah.
Matt Veer. I swear.
Matt Veer.
Yeah,
yeah.
I swear.
But yeah, when basically she remembered about the past and everything. So yeah, I thought all of them are pretty fleshed out quite well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminded me of a few complaints. Okay, there was one about I keep forgetting her name. What?
Makari?
Makari. This is a
yeah,
way to
Makari.
remember it to go. Makari sounds like Mercury, which is the Roman god who delivers message and is fast.
Thank you. Okay.
Sure.
Makari, I had another.
Because that's
complaint.
literally
Alright.
the origin of the character name. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So my main complaint with Makari, I think I told Kelvin earlier, was
Okay.
Sure, she didn't feel too far off in the movie, apart from what I mentioned before when it was kind of jarring having to switch from listening mode to reading mode in the middle of the movie. But can I just say, if your whole goal was to make super soldiers, why did you make one that can't speak?
Yep.
Like, it makes no tactical, like, it's not a tactical advantage, it's a tactical disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Like, why? I mean, sure, she can sense vibrations or anything, but that doesn't mean you have to limit her to not being able to speak.
Yeah, like why
And-
not let her speak and sense vibration?
Yeah, I mean, like, I have no problem with it, apart from this tactical point of view, which is the
Yeah.
military side of me just being like, why?
Yeah,
But,
I
more than
understand.
that, though, my issue with it was kind of it's brought up in this argument that's kind of going on in the chat right now.
Yeah, I was gonna
That,
go to that just now. Yeah.
Yeah, Star Machine brought this up. The Deviants was a bad villain.
Mm-hmm.
That is my biggest complaint with this.
Same.
I feel like the
But also
Deviant,
not
especially the one that evolved, you can just almost completely take them out of the movie and there will be no consequence.
I mean, like the only reason they have to put deviants in there because the
Yeah.
Eternals and
Yeah.
deviants, the lore-wise, they are so
That's-
interconnected that
That's what I told
you
Calvin.
kind of have to tell, you kind of have to mention the deviants kind of thing. Yeah.
So I mean, like, yeah, leave them in like the backstories and all that. But like in the when they quote unquote resurface all of that, I really don't think you need them there.
Yeah. I mean, like especially the fact that they killed off the big bad deviant, the one that
the
absorbs
evolving
power
one, right?
thing. Yeah, the one that can
Yeah.
talk. It's like especially because they
Crow.
killed him off. It's like if like at the end I really thought that that thing is gonna kill Tina, right? And then like that's gonna set up for like the next villain or something like that, or maybe they're going to deal with it in the movie, and then like no, it's like why is he there? Like take him off, everything should just go along fine, kind of thing.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
even like even if they wanted to keep the deviants in like the modern day, in the present day and everything, I think they could have just like not have the whole evolving thing, because I feel like with the whole evolving thing, they're trying to put in another side of like like they have, like they were just trying to evolve and like they have like their
They're just
will
trying
to
to-
live and all of
yeah.
that as well. I think that just added another layer, which made us think, oh, okay, the deviants are kind of important, and then it turns out they're not important at all, which kind of just like, personally for me, let me down. I think if they just left them as is, like in the beginning without the evolving, for the whole pretext that they can use them to kill off Ajax, I think that would have
Yeah.
just been fine.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
They didn't need the evolving and all of that. Like
Fair.
Mhm.
that was a bit unnecessary,
Yeah.
considering all the stuff they already had to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fat Love movies say like not having the villain is like, which is why it's different, and that's why Fat Love movies appreciate it. Yeah.
Right. That is also one of my favorite parts of the film. And like I mentioned this to Calvin, right, the day after Calvin watched this.
Mhm.
And maybe like not to repeat everything, but like what Teguh said might work. I need to picture that a little bit more. But yeah, it feels like they're tied in with the lore of like, oh, they're sent to Earth to deal with the deviants. And that's why in the film they're still dealing with it, even though at the end of the day, the story that they're trying to tell is that sort of, again, the philosophical part of it, of like, oh, should we defy what we're sent here to do to stop this and kill and let new life come about from the celestial, this killing hundreds of others that we know and love already, or should we try to stop that? So that's like the main villain is like just a moral issue, right? At the end of the day, and like some people is with one side and the other people is with the other side. But then again, the third party, the deviance, is there, which sort of like halts it in its progress in a way. But yeah, it feels like they're bogged into that. But if they just somehow deal with that faster, I guess that third act could just be like the morality battle, and it could still work, because the action sequence between Phastos and Tina and Makari against Icarus is awesome.
That was
Yeah, I really
my
especially
Yeah,
like
go,
when
go, go.
Makari starts beating, what's the name, fighting Icarus. It's like I'm like,
yeah.
that's like how the Flash fight. Wow.
And like also I like that during the battle everyone have their roles. Like literally those three
Yeah.
are supposed to hold him down, stall him. Ajax is dead. Druid was supposed to try to subdue the Celestial, but they clearly couldn't.
Which he
Wasn't
kind of
able to-
succeed though for a bit. You
until
know,
they got
yeah.
ambushed.
yeah, he kind of did it for a bit. If Icarus didn't bump him,
when
you
when he came back and knocked out Sprite, my theater like, yeah.
Even though Sprite's actress was there, feels bad.
Yeah, I know, it feels bad.
She wasn't there anymore, and when the film started.
Okay.
But yeah, but yeah, that happens, and like obviously Cersei was supposed to come down, which is an awesome moment. The special effects in this film is great. We haven't
Yeah.
talked about the visuals. The visuals fantastic.
Oh yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah.
I think
So
one of
you-
my favorite parts of the last battle was when Fastos. I keep almost calling him Hephaestus because that's his like Druid name, but like Fastos like tied down Icarus and called, "Isn't this satisfying? I've always wanted to clip your wings." I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
oh!"
Yeah.
That
like
was a really good line. That was a really good line.
Now, like, no, here's the thing
Like the
though. I
lore.
really love that line. The only problem with it for me is, at least for me, that came out of nowhere. Because
Mm.
at no point, I feel like at no point in the movie did they
Did-
ever show that Fastos was ever like jealous or did not like Icarus, you know?
Yeah, like have any rivalry with him, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
out of nowhere, he's just like, "I always want to clip your wings." I'm like, that is cool. But I did not see that coming. But I like that, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought it was. I thought it was because they even reference this at the very end of like Tina, Athena, that their names are very similar, that they mistaken her for the
Yeah,
Roman god. I thought that was a reference to the actual Icarus character, which is also
Yeah.
very ironic that he killed himself because he flew too close
He
to the
flew
sun.
too close to the sun, yeah.
He
Well,
did
no,
that on
he didn't
purpose.
flew too close to the sun. He
He
flew into
literally
the sun.
he flew into the sun. Right, I thought there was a reference to that in terms of that Icarus character. He purposefully did it because they know that they're somewhat like.
How do you? Yeah, about Icarus. Do you guys see him turning evil at the end, around the middle point? I guess.
I did
I
not really see it coming.
I didn't see it coming. That yeah.
I realize that he does something bad as soon as he says to Kingo that
Kingo. Well, I
you're
mean, like,
not. I'm not who you think you are. As soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, so he either killed someone or he teamed up with the Deviants or something. And so, like, yeah, he does something really, really bad.
But I think at that, I'm like, that's about the same time I had my suspicions. But at that point, it's like they revealed it like within the next 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. I mean, like before he said that, I feel
No.
like we
No, I
weren't
did not
expecting
see
that at all. Like after
I did not
that
expect
line, then we
No,
are
because
like,
Icarus,
"Whoa."
Icarus is a good character
What's with him?
in the comics too. He's a good character.
Yeah.
If anything, I thought it was Sprite who's gonna somehow do it.
Yeah,
Because
right,
in the
me
comics,
too.
Sprite have a like a history of it.
Oh,
Because she's frustrated. She's in the body of a 12-year-old
Yeah,
all
yeah.
time. No one treats her properly. So she's frustrated. So I thought that was, and I guess they did that with Sprite in a way, make her stick with Icarus. But yeah, I did not see that coming. But yeah, it's an interesting morality issue. My friend brought it up, saying like, why is it that only Icarus is the one who decides to
ejects all?
side?
Oh.
No. Who decides to side with the Celestials and the others doesn't? Like he doesn't understand where that motivation come from.
Well, I mean, like, well, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I know why, but
Like I literally, because he's a Star Trek person, and I was like, I directly throw the line to him. The life of the many outweigh the life of the many outweigh the needs of the many outweighs the needs of the few. And then it's like, damn it.
but yeah. What else about the Eternals? What else is there?
Did you guys feel? Did you guys feel the? Where is it just now? Did you guys feel like the flashbacks was jarring?
yes.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
all of them. Some of them.
Yeah, some of them are. Yeah. Some of them
The
were jarring.
the Nagasaki Hiroshima one was kind of jarring.
Yeah, that one was kind of jarring, honestly.
No, that wasn't for me because as soon as they said like Fastos lost his faith in humanity, my brain immediately went, "Oh, weapons," and then they just showed nuclear bomb. I'm like, "Oh, okay." The most jarring one for me was when out of nowhere they cut into Babylon for the first time.
Because that's the first time they did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
The
was
first
very
flashback.
jarring for me. Yeah, I don't know if it was
Yeah.
the first. I think it was like the second. Was it?
Honestly, I
Was
don't
it the
know.
first? No,
That's
I don't
the
think it was the first.
That was the first. No, because it started off in the Mesopotamia.
London, right?
It starts off in Mesopotamia, and then they go to London, and then they go to Babylon.
Oh yeah, okay. So
So
the
that
first
was-
time
that
they
was the
cut back.
first
Okay, yeah.
cut
Okay,
back,
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, then they cut again to like sometime later they cut again to Ajax still being alive, and I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
that was
when
also a bit,
she was
yeah.
talking to
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Some of the flashbacks were a bit jarring. Yeah. Uh,
This is one of the parts that I appreciate about this. There's so much mythology, and they didn't shy away with like the Unimind sounds so stupid, and that's an actual thing in the comics, and they actually did it. They actually pulled it off, so I got excited a little bit. And like the fact that I think Marvel is really testing the grounds with this, with like the existence of a being that is like beyond, that's like above. Practically, Celestials are practically gods in the MCU.
Yeah, pretty
like,
much,
the
yeah.
embodiment of gods. The fact that there is a being like so huge that consumes and comes out of planet. If people are gonna buy into the fact that audience are gonna buy into the fact that these things can actually exist, I feel like this is Marvel's way of how they will eventually introduce Galactus, because they're probably
Yeah.
afraid of how people will perceive a giant purple man floating in space eating planets. But if this could work, I feel like they can go all out with it, with Galactus.
Especially,
Mhm.
Fantastic Four being kind of like
It's
in
a
there
cloud.
already. So that means Silver Surfer is
yeah.
gonna be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. Um,
Yeah.
what else is
Uh,
there to talk? But Eternals.
Thoughts on the post-credit scene?
All right. Let's talk. Yeah. Let's jump into the post-credit scenes. I guess now. The first one, right? First, I guess. Harry
I-
Styles as Star Fox.
Yeah, and I guess this ties in as well with the ending of the film, just real quick, because like, what's your thought on the ending of like the three of them? It's Tina, Makari, and Druig. They went off
Yeah.
to search for the others, which ties into this first one, and then Kingo, Cersei, and Fastos was taken by
Yeah, was taken by Arisham, right?
Arisham,
Yeah.
because Sprite is a human now, which I like.
Mhm.
Which I like, by the way, because I was thinking like they're either gonna kill her off or something because they cannot get her for a sequel because she's gonna age.
Yeah.
So they solved the issue by making her human. I'm like, okay, I like that.
Yeah. That's a smart. That's a smart decision, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not see that.
Wait,
Go ahead.
what's our thoughts on that?
Go ahead, Calvin, with the post credit.
Oh, right, yeah. For the post credit, Harry Styles as Star Fox. Honestly, I have no clue who Eros is and who Pip was. I didn't even know Thanos as a brother, I suppose. And then I'm like, oh, I guess pretty neat. Harry Styles looks great, I guess, as Star Fox. What's his name? He got the flamboyantness of like, I mean, to my understanding, Star Fox is supposed to be like
I'm curious. What you
larger
say.
than life personality kind of thing, right? I think.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, something like that,
Star Fox is a little bit problematic in the comics. He's very much a ladies' man. He's a playboy. He's able to get all the girls because he can manipulate their emotion. At one
Oh,
point,
what?
there is actually a storyline in the comics which is insane, of Star Fox being put into trial because of sexual misconduct because he manipulates the girl's emotion, and then
What?
She-Hulk represents him in the court. It's so weird. It's
Is this what the She-Hulk series is going to be about?
I don't know. But yeah, he
Yeah,
has psychic
alright.
control over other people's emotions.
But yeah, again, like the way you describe him, play ladies man kind of thing is like, I don't know. I feel like the way Harry Styles playing him, it suits pretty well. Yeah, it suits really well for him as Star Fox. Yeah. I want to see more of Pip. That's a definite.
Pip!
Yeah. I'm sure his CGI wasn't the best, but come on, it's just a post-credit scene. Thanos didn't look as good as he is in Endgame, right? So again, people complaining about Pip, yeah, screw off. We'll see Pip again later, see if it's actually get better or not. Then we can complain if it's still bad.
When I saw in the credits, it's like Patton Oswalt as Pip the Troll. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. It's Patton Oswalt. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's interesting because they're searching. They're already expanding the universe. They're searching for other deviants.
Yeah.
That's where they're going. Not other deviants.
Yeah.
Other
Eternals.
And they already found. Obviously, Harry
Wait, so
Styles'
Star
character-
Fox is Eternals.
He's an Eternal too.
Okay.
Thanos is also an Eternal.
I thought he's considered a deviant.
Thanos is an Eternal.
Thanos is eternal?
Yes. Which is and like as far as I'm pretty sure he's an Eternal. And like in the post-credit scene, it says that Star Fox already have that yellow thing that's out of him. So clearly he's able to break through. I'm guessing they're hinting that he's able to go against his Celestial or whoever's in charge, because Arishem is of this group of Eternals like control, right?
Yeah.
But like I guess so Star Fox have already breakthrough against his own version, so that's interesting. That means there might be other Eternals out there that's like already defying their respective Celestials. And like
Okay.
what was interesting to me, and I read this theory, and this is wild. Remember how they said that the goal of the Celestials is to harvest a new Celestial from Earth after they have enough population, right?
Yeah.
And then the Thanos with his snap, it stops that progress, and once
Yeah.
it comes back, it turns it back up because the population comes back.
Uh-huh.
What's interesting, now, and I didn't even connect the dots, is that Thanos is a Celestial. That maybe he already breaks through. He already realized that. So when he does the snap, at the same time he realizes that he wants to stop all the resurgence from happening.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that's put a new meaning to his whole motives. You know?
Yeah,
If that's
yeah.
true, that's insane. I didn't even connect it together. But someone said that,
okay.
and I'm like, whoa.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. Huh. Okay. That's an interesting theory right there.
That is
I like that
interesting.
theory.
That's why you can't just double the resources.
Yeah. That
It's
actually
also
kind of
stopping-
like
it's also
what's it
stopping
name? Make Thanos to even more of a good guy. Honestly. Damn. Okay. Oh, by the way, Bert. Yeah, he is an Eternal, but because some sources kind of say like Thanos has a deviant syndrome. That's why I got confused.
Oh, I've never even heard of it.
I don't know. That's what Screen Rant wrote. Okay, Thanos was born with the deviant syndrome, and then another source say Thanos is an Eternal. So that's why I got confused. Yeah.
They're brothers though, so yeah.
Yeah, they're brothers.
They
Yeah.
doesn't look alike at all, but yeah.
To what I understand, like the deviant syndrome is what make him purple. Thanos, I mean.
Okay.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
That's what I read at least. Something like.
Good.
Yeah, I'm not.
Question mark.
Hey, I am not a deep lore on Marvel. Okay.
Yeah, I
But
I
yeah.
don't know much about Eternals either, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a really interesting theory for Thanos. Yeah. All right. So is that all for the first post-credit scene?
Yeah, curious where we're gonna go. I'm guessing this might be the story of Eternals 2 or whatever. Because
Most
I don't
likely,
see,
yeah.
or maybe I don't know if they're gonna introduce them in Guardians, because we only will ever see them again in a cosmic lore, either Guardians or Thor. I don't think we might see them there, but I guess Eternals 2. I don't know. There is still several untitled Marvel projects, right? So yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, and then jumping into the second post-credit scene, it's Kit Harington. Yeah. Oh wait, Albert, go ahead and explain. I really need to use the toilet.
Go ahead. So Kit Harington,
I need an explanation.
We didn't see him much in the film. Kit Harington didn't do much as Dane. They really just honestly, if they cut him out, it wouldn't make a difference too much in the film. I think so. I guess except for grounding Cersei.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the post-credit scene, we see Kit Harington in his. They mentioned before the post-credit scene to Cersei, like, "Oh, I have a interesting, complicated family history."
Yeah. I don't get that. Like.
Yeah, his name is Dane Whitman, and in there, eventually he goes to go to his room or whatever in his office, and there's a blade, right? And he touched the blade, and like the blade's like moving on its own, and there is a phrase that says, I forgot what his phrase said, like something to do with the flesh.
Death is my reward.
Death is my reward. And then someone mentioned, like, are you sure you're ready for that or whatever? So in the comics, Kit Harington is a character. Dane Whitman is the character named the Black Knight. It's his whole family has taken on this mantle at one point. I believe his grandfather is also the Black Knight, but his grandfather basically Black Knight is someone who wields this blade. I can't remember if it's Excalibur or if it's a different thing. But basically, the blade is strong enough to cut through anything, except for some like cosmic stuff, I guess, or like maybe vibranium. I don't know. But like basically, it could cut to anything. The sword can cut to anything.
Mhm.
And like it has been, his whole family has a whole lineage of using this. His grandfather, I believe, used it as a super villain when he uses the weapon. But Dane Whitman as a character has been using in the comics. He uses that sword for good for the most part. So they're definitely hinting of him wielding that weapon, right, in this
Mhm.
next film. And so someone mentioned in the off screen of like, are you sure you're ready for this? It wasn't. They never confirmed in the film who it is, but based on a recent interview with Chloe Zhao, as well as Kit Harington, after being interviewed following it, they mentioned that it is confirmed that the person saying it is Mahershala Ali, who is Blade himself,
Blade.
the living vampire.
Yep.
Which is
Uh,
interesting because he was announced as a cast in the panel of Comic Con at the same time they announced the cast of Eternals, and people was kind of confused, like, okay, that's like kind of left field. And turns out he's gonna be in this film.
Turns
So maybe
out.
that's why it's like he's announced there.
Honestly, that's such like if we didn't check that, like I don't think we would have guessed that, you know. like my first thought it was like Doctor Strange.
I wasn't
Yeah.
even thinking of Doctor Strange.
I mean, for a hot second, I thought it was Steve Rogers, but like, wait a minute, no, he's dead, or well, or at least very old.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting because as far as my knowledge, they don't have a connection between
Black Knight.
between the Ebony Blade and Black Knight and Blade himself.
You know why, Bert? It's a
Is his name
blade.
is Blade? Yeah, sure.
No, you know, it's a sword. And his name is Blade. You gotta have them together. And I'm pretty sure Kit Harington never touched a sword, right? So
He touched the blade, and then it
no, I
moves,
meant
remember?
like never used
He never
to
used
fight.
one.
Yeah, never used to one
No,
to fight.
no. But then, like some people theorize that. Well, it's not theorized. It is in the comics. I believe the more you use the blade, the crazier you get. Which
Yeah.
is maybe what happened to the grandparents. But also, some people say this is a retcon in the comics. Some people say that like, oh, it's not really the more you use it, the crazier you get. It enhances your personality the more you use it. So like, if you're bad to begin with, you just even become more bad. But if you're good, you become more good with the
I
blade.
think I'm more good.
I don't know, which is why maybe like that is my what was it? It's not a good. That is my revenge. Whatever it says.
Death is my
Death is my
reward.
That's
reward.
my reward. Like maybe the more you kill, the more power you get from it. I don't know.
Probably.
But some people also theorize that this may not be the real sword. That this is some kind of fake sword, which is why Blade is there. I really don't know what they're gonna do
Alright.
with this. Definitely,
idea.
Black Knight is gonna be in the Blade movie. Is it a movie or TV show? Movie.
Well,
He's gonna
whatever
be
it is,
involved
I'm
there.
excited for Blade.
But yeah, but I'm excited for this now because now, instead of reintroducing Blade as just a guy who kills vampires into the MCU, because that will be kind of jarring.
Mhm.
They're gonna introduce him with a connection to the MCU already, with
Yeah.
Dane. Sort of the same way how when they introduced Spider-Man, it's not just introduced Spider-Man in New York, but Spider-Man in the MCU as a character.
Mhm.
So yeah, that should be interesting.
Damn. I can't wait for Blade, you know? Especially after this, yeah. I don't know what else to say.
You have any thoughts, Teguh, after hearing all
No,
this?
I mean, not really. No.
By the way, what was his name? I already told you guys, but yeah. One of my friend had the theory that, you know, at the post-credit scene for Shang-Chi, they're trying to figure out like, oh, the 10 rings, we don't know where it came from and stuff. So, my friend gave the theory, what if Fastos made them? You know?
Yeah,
What if
yeah,
Fastos
that
made
was
those 10
interesting.
rings?
That was interesting.
If you know, I mean, like they came from a long time ago, and around that time, you know, that means Wunwu I think that's the Shang-Chi's dad's name, right?
Wenwu, yeah.
Yeah, Wenwu. Like he lived. He's from that time, like thousands of years ago. So he would have, found it, and that's why he stays young, I guess.
My only counter argument against it is why would Fastos make something like that for a
Yeah.
specific person?
I mean,
If
no,
it's
no,
supposed to grow,
not
if
not
it's
for,
supposed to
maybe
grow
not for
civilization.
maybe not for a specific person. He just kind of like made it and just like, woo.
No, as much as I,
I don't
as
know.
much as I,
Yeah,
as much as I like that, I have a feeling it's
pretty sure it
either
won't
it's
be because of that.
either it's not Festos or it's
Another Eternals.
it's either it's a different Eternal or it's Festos from a different planet. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, because my memory's kind of foggy on this, but I remember vaguely in the end of Shang-Chi, they mentioned that the material is like not like an Earth material, and
It's
it was
not. It's
like
not vibranium. It's not. It's not Chitori, and it's
Mhm.
also not one of the mystic relics. Those are the three things they mentioned.
Yeah.
okay, well yeah, that, and it's like really old, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so it's either I think if it is Fastos, I think it's from a different like memory, I guess, like way back then in a different planet maybe.
Okay.
Or it's just a different Eternal, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because but I do like the theory that it's an Eternal thingy because just looking at the design and the effects, it seems very Eternal-y, you know.
Yeah, can see that.
And it makes Wenwu live, have it live for a long time.
Also it's wild, but there is 10 rings and there are 10 Eternals in the film.
Yeah, right. So yeah, out of like everything, they make the bracelet thing. So hey, what if they made a bracelet before and they're like, dude, this rocks. So yeah, that's an interesting theory. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So any other thoughts we have on Eternals?
This stuff.
Oh yeah. Petla movie
I
says
love that.
also
I
the
love that
manager of Kingo is the best. I think the name is
Karun, right?
Karun. Yeah, Karun.
I love that. Always bring a backup at the camera. How many
Always bring
cameras
a
do you
spare
have?
camera.
God, like how many backups? Holy shit!
After Kingo does the Kamehameha, like, did you get that? I got it, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then, like,
Yes, sir.
when he first see the deviant, oh, this is so awesome, or something like that. Like, what? What do you mean? So funny.
Yeah,
This is the
action
best.
scene. Yeah. So that was
He's a better
So-
character than Dane Whitman in the film, but Dane Whitman didn't do shit.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, he just wanted to
So-
be a giraffe, you know.
Also, I'll
Yeah.
just say I don't know what.
But giraffe aren't real, Teguh.
That's why
I
he
don't
needed
know.
a wizard.
Damn, that's true.
I'm curious what the next film is gonna be that's gonna address, because there's literally now there's a head and a giant
hand.
hand appearing out of Earth. Which of the
Yeah,
MCU film is gonna address that?
Dude.
Spider-Man's not gonna do it.
No,
Doctor Strange
here's
is
the
not
thing.
gonna do it.
Here's the thing. At least in Spider-Man, that has to be on the news in the background.
Unless I don't know when timeline-wise it takes place though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So like I don't think Thor is gonna be on Earth. Black
No.
Panther, I don't think they're gonna address that. I don't. Again, like
Dude,
the
honestly,
Marvels
I think
probably
it's
won't.
only-
Guardians 3, Fantastic Four maybe, and Man and the Wasp. I don't know.
Honestly, I think it's probably like if it were to be in Spider-Man, it's just going to be like somewhere in the news. Maybe in Doctor Strange.
Also,
Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
that's my-
one last
yeah.
thing. In addition to the multiverse being a possibility, because there's still people still speculating how they get introduce mutants and Fantastic Four and everything, but mainly mutants because it's a whole race, right? How
Yeah.
they get introduced. Aside from the multiverse, now with the effects of like a resurgence that's supposed to happen but got stopped, maybe there's some kind of cosmic event that triggers it that like alters DNA or something, and like, oh, because of this resurgence that like supposed to happen but it disrupted,
didn't.
it creates like a new race that becomes mutant. Could be.
Oh, could be. All right,
Yeah.
man. Honestly, excited for the future. Yeah, the next movies. Honestly.
Yeah.
All right. So, any other thoughts on the Eternals? Or theories?
I'm probably gonna watch it again next week. I'm curious if my opinion changed on it.
Alright,
I,
alright.
yeah,
So let's
lots of
call
stuff.
Ariq back in, I guess.
Let's
Boy,
bring him in. Sup, Ariq? We're back. I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll message him.
Hey, Ariq,
Oh,
can you hear us?
Back? Okay, you're
What?
back. Alright. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we just finished our spoiler review.
Anjing.
So yeah,
Lama banget.
we are running this is a long one. Yeah. Alright, so by the way, what's the name? Samuel Stein, like he came in, whoa, y'all start early today. Already swinging for an hour. It's what was it called?
It's daylight
Daylight saving.
savings.
It's daylight saving, so
we're sticking to the regular time where they are because there's 3 against 1s. They're sticking at the same time. I'm the only one changing, so I gotta adapt to them. So we're starting 1 hour early than the usual.
yeah, I called Albert like 5 times. He didn't pick up. I'm like, is this boy asleep?
I was like, yeah, I got time. We're starting at 10:30, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's not 10:30 for them still. Like starting an hour early. Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. Alright, so yeah, we've been running a long one, so let's just plug it up. Ariq, go ahead.
Before we plug real quick, I just want to read another review. We got another review that we got. Pasta Man
nice.
77. I found this in Podbean. I like movies. I like news. I like nonsense. Good show. Straight to the
Hey,
point.
That's what you're good at, baby.
That is straight to the point.
Straight to the point. Hey,
Pasta
that's what
Man,
you're
I
good
know
at.
you left this review 1 year ago. Hopefully you're still listening. I'm sorry I haven't read this all the way up till now. I just forget to check. So
Oh, nothing has
shout out to
changed
you,
since.
Pasta Man.
It's okay. Nothing has changed since, so
Nothing has changed since, yeah, so should be good.
we're good. Yeah, we good. We're good.
Alright.
That might be my favorite
Right.
review so far.
Go ahead, Rick.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at Ariq Andria. You can find me on Steam at Dumbledore's Arby's, throwback to episode 95.
Nice. Alright. Teguh, go ahead.
You can find me on Instagram at TG22399 and on Steam as New Testament.
Alright, yeah, and you guys can find me on Instagram at KYAce27, on Twitch at DiscoMonkey027, and on YouTube at DiscoMonkey. Yeah. Alright, Albert, go ahead.
Find me on Twitter and Instagram at Wiradharma. Find me at Jaw Movies on YouTube and Letterbox. And follow us on the Councilmen Show at Councilmen Show on Twitter and Instagram.
Misclick.
And find the Councilmen wherever you listen to the podcast and Podbean, Spotify, Castbox, wherever. It's the Councilmen. So find us there. Leave us a review wherever. I'll find it. Hopefully, I'm not a year late into it.
Damn.
And we'll read your review at the end of every show. One review at show. And yeah, so just check us out there. And the video version again is in the John Movies YouTube channel. And I'll clip out the Eternals review as usual. So check us out there and share it with your friends. Introduce the show to other people. Yeah.
Yep. Alright, yeah. So yeah, thank you for sticking around. Star Machine said, good episode, you guys. And Fat Movies chime in also with long episode, but good stuff. Thank you. Alright, yeah. So with that, the councilman has spoken, and I just fixed that from spoken.
I just fixed that.
Yeah.
That's why I misclicked. Okay. Yeah. All right.